later.
So, let's continue.
Can you give me a coaster? Thank you.
So you roll towards the direction where the column with the entrance are.
Yeah.
Eventually arriving to your destination as your boat roll closer to the shore. Ahead of you, the shore is up to 25 feet away, reaching to the column that is 50 foot in diameter. On the shore, there are dozens of boats laid unattended, with oars filled inside, and each one of the boats can fit at least several people on board. You look around to see there's no one in sight.
There's no belongings in it as well?
No belongings. Towards at the bottom of the column, there is a man-made entrance that's 20 feet wide and stood 30 foot tall. Its archway are made of masonry bricks and possess double metal doors of jet black in color. Each side of the doors possess a door ring handle. Really big door ring handles. And are edged from top to bottom with various images, not too far away from you to see. However, one of the doors on the right seems to be pulled open, leaving a 10-foot opening gap. The open door also revealed to have at least a 5-foot thickness.
Big door.
Wow.
Can Karas peek in from the side?
5 foot. So not long.
Big
Can
door.
Karas peek in from the side?
What?
He wants to peek in from that opening.
How can you pick in? You're at the shore.
The boat.
How far are we in from the opening?
We're still in the boat.
We get our boat then.
We won't get out yet.
Yeah, is it safe to have light source now?
Yeah, I guess we can
There you
land
can
on the
see.
shore and we just light a light source.
We need a small catalyst.
You're about 25 feet away from the entrance.
Can we hide our craft?
I think we should.
Where you can hide it, there's no other place to hide.
There are other boats here anyway, so I don't think it really matters.
We kind of bucket with the other boats.
Yeah.
I do hope the drow don't know how to count that.
Because you don't have any other place to hide the boat.
There's no giant mushroom or staggerite nearby. Just a cliff and a doorway.
You're standing on a miniature island that is basically housing a massive column. A cavernous column that goes all the way up as far as your eyes can see.
Wow.
Can we hide the boat at the behind the column? The opposite side of the column.
You can if you want to.
Yeah, just so if the drows happen to come by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You move it to the
Up the boat.
So you pull your boat
Behind.
and hide it behind the column, at least not anywhere near the entrance. What then?
As we approach the
Go
door,
to the entrance
Yeah.
there.
into the entrance.
So you head over to the massive entrance doors. Upon arrival, you see that each side of the doors are etched with various imagery. At the bottom, it depicts various horned creatures reaching upwards to drag down the eerie-looking men and women with no pupils or eyes. These men and women are in their desperate attempt to climb upwards, trying to reach to the middle where a single orb is found floating above them. Right to the top, there is a large image of a hooded figure that covers each side of the doors. The hooded figure stretches out its arms in a welcoming gesture. They look like death.
yeah, since we are here already, can we check? I should peek in, see the
Is the
side.
door open or?
There's
The
a
door
side door.
has been opened.
There's a side door, right?
It's 10 foot radius.
One of the door has been pulled open.
I Paris will just peek in with his dark vision and all that.
Using light source.
As you look beyond the door's opening, it's very dark inside. There's a flight of stairs that leads downwards.
That sounds like it.
You can see that there are dozens of footprints that leads down the stairs.
So,
The surrounding walls are decorated with rows upon rows of stone-faced carvings that are 3 inches apart from each other. Stone-faced carving depicts diabolical faces that possess empty eye sockets with open mouths.
can we try to listen and see if we can still hear footsteps coming from downstairs?
You can roll for listen. But Caitlin is not at the door. Kairos is the one inspecting. So do not try to sneak in with that stuff. What?
21. Echo is 8.
You do not hear anything.
Okay. Paris will return back to the group and he says, now there are flights of stairs going down and a lot of footprints. I think the drows have been here. I can't hear anything, but well, if we go down, be prepared to face the drows.
I might want to add this. I might have said it once, and I'll say it again. If we all meet the sorcerer, do not face him.
Yes.
We're just here for the artifact. Grab it and leave. But
He has the power to get the ally of the giant. So, never face the sorcerer. It destroyed entire Frost giant village.
So shall we descend?
Yeah.
What's your marching order if you want to descend?
Wait, are
Are we
we
like
striking
knights?
lights?
bright enough to see.
No.
There is no
Oh.
torches and all that, right?
Lantern.
I told you.
Smash.
Down the stairs is dark.
And lantern.
I think at this point,
You can position your miniatures.
Or do you
Oh,
or do you want to
watch
do the same thing as usual?
The stairs is only 10
I think at this point we need the light so that if anything comes, we can
The
fight.
stairs is 10 feet wide, so you can only have a row of 2.
I will
I
stand
have
in the
lantern, so
Kairos will
I'll be
go
second
with
row as well.
I'll be front row then.
Second row.
I'm
the
behind.
side.
Okay.
No,
It's
it-
10 feet wide.
10 feet, so we can be 2 by 2.
Second row go is 2 by 2 okay for this.
So who's borrowing me their light source?
You have, I guess me then.
Okay.
You have the lantern.
Okay, never mind, I'll just go front row.
Oh, they have Torwin.
I'll do
Wait,
front row.
you want middle? Yeah, I'll be next to Aziza.
We should have more than one light source.
Mm.
in
Okay.
case.
Maureen can be here, I think.
But who's this?
What about school?
That's your
What
best
about
friend.
school?
I need to be behind Mari and Ishimura.
Then you can be here
Wait,
then.
what?
Okay. This is
I'm
Mari.
here.
This is Ishimura.
I moved up.
already?
Yeah, I moved up.
Mari.
Do you wanna swap with?
behind her.
I'll be here.
You get
dwarf.
first advice.
Correct.
Yeah.
Wait,
Do
wait.
that.
Yeah, sure.
Mari, Ishimura, Mari,
Yeah, make sure school.
me.
Now the food is all back in the boat.
Okay.
Unless you want to eat. But
So there are gaps in all.
There's gaps.
So Prim and Brexis is in the front. Brexis is holding the light source.
Yep.
Kairos and Reese is at the back.
Is this you?
Echo.
No, it's me.
Who's this?
That's me.
That's Koran.
Okay. What?
There are gaps in our formation.
Yeah, there is.
Who's the one next to Igor?
Are you all done?
Yeah.
Yes, Caitlin.
So anyone with a second light source in case anything happens in the front? Or just
Are you all done?
Yeah.
Yes.
Should be it.
Is Reese fully healed? Or still a little bit left?
He's fully here. So, descending now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be on your guard, everyone.
Yes.
Ready.
We walk through the entrance and begin climbing down the steps that curves into a spiral descent. As you climb 50 feet down below, you're immediately greeted with a scent of blood that lingers in the air before you finally come across two dead bodies that are found lying on the right side of the steps. On top of their own coagulated puddle of blood. They are ebony skinned male elves that possess white pupil eyes with long white strand of hair, and their left side of the bodies are riddled with arrows. They wore a full black suit with chain shit that protects their chests. On their left hand is strapped with a razor sharp light shield, with their rapiers found on the steps just nearby to their hands.
Check on the rapier. What quality is it? Great.
The arrows on the left side. So to their left, is it the wall?
You assume?
Traps.
They have
See,
trigger
Could be
trap.
traps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good quality rapier.
You want to take it?
I think it's alright. Okay. Yeah, I'll check on it, see if there's any markings or any sort of lettering, or it's just a normal rapier.
It's a good quality rapier, but there's no particular marking that you see.
Charles asks, you want to keep that? It seems like you're out of weapons.
It will be reassuring to have an additional
To
rapier.
search the steps near to the bottom for traps.
Hey,
Triggering platform.
is there a sheath for the rapier?
Yes,
So I take the sheath, I put it in. I keep it.
21.
You inspect the stone-faced carvings, and through it out you find several of the stone-faced carvings that's on the opposite side of the dead bodies. There's hidden murder holes within the eye sockets and the open mouths. Further inspection reveals that there is a hidden floor panel, which is the trigger for the trap. One of the foot of the dead bodies has stepped onto it. But the trap has been sprung and all of its ammunition has been depleted.
Small points at the pressure point that has been stepped on. Traps is here. They step on.
Rose
Use up
religion on those faces.
You can.
Is it safe to move through?
Yes. This has used up our arrow. This is part one.
I kept the rapier by the way.
25.
No particular resemblance to any demonic
No.
or devilly creatures.
So it's just very strange.
It could be only decorators.
There could be
There
more.
are no words on the
No
sides.
words.
Right? And this is all stone, right?
Stone.
Stonework. Okay. We always go with detecting traps like this.
Try.
Might be just
Can you detect magic and see if there's anything magical around?
Roll for will save.
Always happens.
If you know that's going to happen,
Well, he wants to detect it. So it's a plus.
it's like hitting yourself with a hammer.
Does it hurt?
You immediately went collapsed, overwhelmed by the power.
Of the entire
Your
place.
eye starts to bleed. You take
God.
11 damage.
Alright.
Your eye starts to go bloodshot red.
He's like,
You cannot see. You're in amounts of pain that you cannot even imagine. He starts vomiting and convulsing.
I think we shouldn't try that again.
you don't know what he tried.
Are you still in composure or as I heal you in my inborn?
You can hear,
Just groaning in pain.
I
you
was.
can hear the whispers seeping into you.
I'm feeling that Kairos had just used magic.
The whispers comes to you.
I use my wand to cure light wounds for Kairos.
Magic stuff out here. Be careful, Kairos.
You should not have.
14.
You should not use any detection.
Should not use any
magic.
Kairos, you use magic here.
I was trying to detect any.
No, do not detect anything.
It's safe to assume that
We should go.
there should be no more traps, as the drow should have cleared it.
Yes.
We should just follow.
There should be
Take
more.
what you want. We should go.
There should be more, but we should be careful.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
they learn from the death of Prince and know how to avoid it. And Kara's like gets up slowly. And he rubs his eyes.
Let's go there.
Spoon
Let's
moves
go.
on.
We follow school. We follow school.
Continue to descend.
Follow the goblin.
You continue to descend 50 feet below before you finally arrive at the bottom and exit off from the archway. You find yourself standing with a grand hallway that is 30 feet wide, with a ceiling that stood about 40 feet in height. Both the floors and the walls are now made of beautiful marble tiles, not stone, accompanied by a spiral marble columns that stretch high up above the ceiling. It's very well done. Very especially crafted. Columns are found on both sides of the walls. They are spread apart at every 10 feet from each other. Dozens of footprints are still visible on the marble floor tiles. They are seen heading forward deeper into the dark hallway.
We continue to follow.
We continue.
We continue to follow.
It's not the hallway.
You proceed down to walk down into this hallway. About 60 feet away, the strong smell of blood hits your senses. Before you, you come across a terrible grisly and bloody aftermath. The first 5 feet of you, 5 feet ahead of you, there are a couple of dead bodies that were crushed by heavy objects. One of the victim's head was crushed and his brain matter spilled out next to his body on the floor. Above the crushed body, there are bloodstains that show visible seams that is in rectangular shape. It is a 5 feet in thickness and 30 feet wide. Beyond that, the entire 30 feet hallway can give you terrible nightmares. The beautiful marble floors are blood-soaked in coagulated blood, and it is strewn with severed heads, dismembered body parts of arms, legs, and torso, along with the spillage of internal organs all over the floor. You had your fair share of violence throughout your entire adventuring days, and even in the military days, but you have never come across such brutal carnage.
I take a cloth and cover his eyes. So it's like
I
that's
want
the
every
movie.
one of you to make a fortitude save. I want you to make a reflex save to cover Marie.
Fortitude save.
It's 18.
26.
Ow.
18 is good.
Fortitude save. 22.
Reflex save?
42.
Flex save. 19.
You managed to cover Marie just in time to avoid her
To the all trauma.
traumatize her.
How much 15?
Just enough.
26.
Just enough.
14.
You're
like
nauseated
Just Caitlyn just starts staggering.
This is like that movie.
for about a minute.
It's like, you're right. That's
Look away. Look away. This is
Close my eyes.
This is like
Reach.
You're trying to do a hit count of all how many has fallen.
You counted there are at least several dead bodies found in this section of the hallway. Their weapons are scattered all over the floor with severed rapiers, dented and saw-through razor-like shields, broken pieces of arrows and bows, snapped bows and broken hand crossbows. They are left into pieces. You notice there are dozens of visible bloody saw blades that protrudes out from both sides of the walls. Beyond the grisly scene, the hallway continues further ahead, but those saws are not moving. Seems to stop.
Yeah, out.
Yeah.
Let's safe to assume that the
Traps is all being
this
We have.
the trap has already triggered.
Let's not stay here any longer.
Let's
Few valve saves.
Spook will find. Is there more trap? We'll search.
Roll for it.
Few valve saves for the drows. Drows have saved us in a way. With their lives.
22.
Yes.
You carefully search the area for any signs of trap, especially the trap trigger. As you sift through the disgusting, severed body parts that scatter all over the floors. True enough, eventually you find one at 35 feet away, which turns out to be a hidden floor panel where what's left of an ankle has stepped onto it. Somebody had already had used some of the pieces of the. You notice that somebody had already used some pieces of tin flat stones to jam the panel, preventing the trap from activating.
So there's the holy trigger.
Yes.
Karos will say thanks to this whole thing. Thank you for looking.
oh that
Trigger here. Dark elves find it. Jam it too.
I guess that is good for us to get a move more.
Carry on.
Yes.
let's move on then. Yeah.
Let's not touch it.
I don't think Lena is feeling. I mean, Caitlin is feeling well.
Your 1 minute is over and you no longer not feel nauseous.
I think I
You
should
continue
continue.
your.
Continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We continue.
You walk past the grisly scene. Still, Ishmael, you're covering Mari's eyes, yes?
I'm holding her while basically I'm holding her while
You can see the footprints, especially the bloody footprints leading ahead into this, what seems to be the great grand hallway. So you continue to follow suit to continue your journey. You walk for another 60 feet until the hallway finally ends, which leads you to a beautiful marble chamber. The ceiling is still at the same height, standing at 40 feet high. And looking to your left and right, you see that it goes as far as 30 feet from each side. Those with dark vision, you can see 60 foot away, further ahead, in the middle of this chamber. There seem to be a handful of corpses found laying on the marble floors. But because of the way they lay, it's hard to tell what or who it is. There's also two huge corridors found on the left, on the other side to the right. Both corridors are the same height and width, just like a grand hallway. While on the floor, the footprint splits into two groups. Ahead of you, there are some corpses. Below you, the footprints split into two groups, left and right.
The corpses is before reaching the two crossroads.
The corpses is in the middle.
Yeah.
yeah,
Corpse middle and then the
left and right.
We also inspect what across the left.
yeah, inspect the body.
Only you?
Yep.
What about the rest of you?
Who's going to look at the two entrances? Is there any marking?
What entrance?
The two
Corridors.
corridors.
Are there any
I will inspect the.
Which corridor are you inspecting?
The one on the left.
And what's the rest of you doing?
I'm inspecting the body to
Looking
see,
to the ceiling.
like, try to see what killed them.
Okay.
Just
What about the rest of you?
Looking to the
will be the
ceiling.
middle I mean in the
What?
middle where
Looking to
One by one, I can't hear anyone.
will be in the middle where everyone before the entrance.
You'll go to the middle.
I'll be at the middle
Rexus?
while everyone
looking through the just looking at the ceiling for any signs of anything.
I'll keep watch on my surrounding, see if there's anything.
So you stay at the grand hallway.
Yeah.
Aziza?
I'll
You and Rexus will stay at the grand hallway.
I will examine the body as well.
So 1, 2, 3 people are no, 4 people are in the middle.
I'll be moving ahead with
School.
Igor.
Igor.
Igor's checking
No,
school.
school is checking. Nigox.
Okay, I'll be following school to check.
What about
Right.
Nico?
Nigox is staying away from the pile of bodies since there's And then he gonna stay near where he came in.
That means you'll be with Brexis and Colin. For those that are heading to the middle to inspect the bodies, you head over to the center of the chamber to get a closer inspection. Upon arrival, you see that there isn't a handful of corpses, but there are 24 mangled and crushed bodies, all belonging to ebony-skinned male elves. Many of them had their body crushed or their heads smashed like a watermelon, while all their weapons are terribly damaged and unsalvageable, including their armors. Scattered amongst the dead bodies, there are also chunks of metal pieces, armor plates, gears, and pistons, as well as a fallen large armored metal body. Arms and legs are also separated from this body. Nearby to the metal parts, there are a marble base that is big enough to fit the armored metal, what it seems to be humanoid. Surrounding the base are scattered with hundreds of tin marble pieces. To the left corridor, when you look at the left side of the corridor, you stood at the edge. You can see the footprints on the floor that leads into the corridor, but they stop halfway. When you look up, there are two sections of the ceiling that are covered with a 40-foot long and 30 feet wide of blood. Dried, coagulated blood. Yes, ceiling. The blood splatter slowly drips down like a thick mucus slime. But it kept being pulled back up to the ceiling. Both sides of the walls are furnished with a wall plaque that stretches the entirety of this corridor walls. On the plaque it shows imagery that depicts hundreds of humanoid figures all walking into one direction. Then at 50 feet away, the images show that the figures slowly rise up to the air before finally turning into bones. The image is exactly what the bloody ceilings are located. For Kairos. You follow the footprints that head towards to the right corridor. Upon arrival, you stand at the edge and look inside, where every 5 feet of the wall will have a pillar on both sides of the walls. You see footprints that lead 50 feet deeper until you see that the floor has a large pool of coagulated blood. There were several bodies that belonged to the ebony-skinned elves, but they were found crushed by several large circular rolling stones that roll halfway out in between the pillars. Every 5 feet you have a pillar. In between the pillar there's one large rolling stone.
So before you go into the corridor, he looks at the side, the edges.
You notice that the rolling stones have already stopped rolling altogether.
Are there any inscriptions on the sides of the entrances?
No inscriptions, no nothing.
So these are all man-made entrances, right?
You presume so, it looks man-made. Before I come to the rest of you, Spoon and Grim. Suddenly you hear the sounds of running footsteps that came from deep inside of the corridor.
The one we're looking at.
Yes, and whoever it is heading towards your direction. You can hear the breathing sound. Once out of the shadowy darkness, it's revealed that it's a male ebony-skinned elf warrior, and he's seen frantically running for his dear life as he kept looking backwards and isn't aware of your presence. You watch as he runs into the corridor with the blood-splattered ceiling. Suddenly his body slingshot to the ceiling, and when he realizes his mistake, he tries to struggle but will immediately struck in agonizing scream that all of you can hear inside. His body, well, not long afterwards, his stomach explodes. His body breaks apart into chunks. His remains, along with his blood, slowly floats up into the air, being assimilated to the ceiling, along with the blood splatter ceiling, while the body pieces begin to dissolve, leaving nothing but blood. At the end of this dark shadowy corridor, whatever it is chasing after the dark-skinned male elf did not bother to show itself to your sight.
Feel its presence.
Nope. You don't have that kind of power. You all heard the blood-curdling scream coming from the left side of the corridor.
What's that?
That feels like somewhere we shouldn't be going. What the?
Turn towards the direction.
They don't have one path that shouldn't be.
Karos didn't see how the
That
how he
is
died.
magic trap here. Suck you to ceiling. Grind you to the ceiling. Take out your insides. Let's not go here.
That's not the left side.
All the way from the grand hall, we can only hear screams.
What?
Looks at Nagok. Seems like something bad is going on down there.
Is it one of us?
No, he's with you.
You are in the grand hall.
You're standing next to Brex's and Hallway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sound like one of
I
us.
wouldn't. I would not expect this to be a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Should we head down to check on them?
We best to regroup.
Yeah.
Not sure what the scream would track.
Karos goes back to the group.
Which group?
In the back.
Oh yeah.
There's
Caitlin got
half
back
of the
to
people
the
are in the middle.
Back to the group.
Yeah,
the
towards
hall.
I think we should gather back.
Yeah, at the entrance.
Some short discussion.
Entrance or in the room?
Entrance.
The,
hall.
where these three are.
We're walking towards
You mean
the center.
you
Grand
mean-
hall.
They are going to the center already.
So
Okay.
we
Yeah,
get
yeah,
yeah.
center.
Yeah,
I'm the center point.
Okay. You're at the center with the dead corpses that's been smashed. You can see metallic armored body parts, but strewn in pieces all over the floor.
You don't attempt to identify what are these metallic humanoid parts. I can't know.
I can't. You do not roll unless you tell me. What is it?
Total of 30.
This is the remains of an iron golem.
Ah.
It's a mindless automaton guardian with immense strength and high durability that requires adamantine weapons to even damage the bodies. They are highly dangerous for spellcasters, and they are immune to magic and possess the ability to breathe out poisonous gas to release its victims, which can cause severe damage for internal organs.
I guess we're lucky that drow has taken care of this. I'm going for us. It would be a very tough fight.
What is it?
Their imageries you see on the walls, right?
What you mean? Oh, it's on the left corridor.
The left corridor, there's imageries, right?
Yes.
But now we are in the middle, so you can actually see it. Karos will just say, on the right side of the hallway, there are pillars and boulders that roll through each 5 feet. And there are a lot of crushed dead.
Now the boulders too. I don't hear anything.
They are not rolling anymore, but we don't know.
It stopped halfway.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
stopped. It's stuck.
It stopped halfway.
Yes.
Between the pillars, there's a giant boulder stuck.
Yep.
It's two
Boulders
pillars, two pillars.
Okay.
And then it's stuck over there.
Just to get across, we need to vault over the boulders.
Yes.
No, you don't fall over. You
Yes,
can
it's
slide
it's
over.
like it's a 50 feet deep. There was like a boulder stuck.
Well, they seem the trap is already activated. Like
Yes.
the previous ones.
What did you see at the left side? I heard the scream.
You do not see because you have no dark vision.
And yes, that is magic trap. Suck you to the ceiling. Grind you well. Empty your belly.
Left is not drops to the left side.
Sandpaper runs to us. Get trapped. Goes up. Splat.
looks like it's sprung on the right side, so we can try to check.
Yeah, we can check on the right side.
So what are your plans?
You all do the right side.
We go to the right.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So you head towards to the right. Those without vision, you can see clearly what Kairos meant about this rolling boulder in between the pillars. And they will crush bodies 50 feet away.
So
They
we
will end there.
Karos will ask Spool, could you...
Yes.
Thanks.
Search for traps. Cock. Said. 8 plus 9. So 17.
You can't find anything.
Will not find anything. Someone can try.
Can I have some light sauce, please?
Trying.
Price shines the lantern.
$25?
You do not find anything.
Well, that looks okay, I think.
The only thing we can do is proceed.
Right.
Let's just hope the drow has triggered everything then.
Start stepping forward.
Pre-moves up as well.
What about the rest of you?
We'll follow along.
Follows behind.
Follow behind. And we got follow behind.
We'll go together then.
You walk into the red corridor and walk past the crushed corpses squeezing into the gaps in between the large circular stones. Corridor leads you 100 feet deep until you come across a flight of steps that goes 30 feet down. Before the path does a U-turn to another flight of steps that goes deeper. You climb down the steps that goes 95 feet down below. By the time you reach to the bottom, there's an archway that leads you into a chamber. Do you want to inspect the chamber?
Is it
Yeah.
What
open?
can we see?
It's open.
What can the dark vision people see?
Yeah.
So we'll move forward, then
So-
take over from the edge.
You stand at the archway to look inside and find that it is a huge hexagonal shaped room where each side of the walls is about 50 foot in length. While the ceiling stood at 20 feet in height, the marble walls are furnished with large ornate mirrors that's 10 feet in diameter, with gold trimmings on the edges. They are placed 10 feet from each other. However, the mirrors that you see seem to be shattered, leaving the glass shards on the floor where the mirror hung. You also notice there are a handful of bloody bodies found laying on the marble floor about 45 feet away from you, situated near the center of the chamber.
Inspect the body.
More dead elves.
I'm gonna inspect how they die.
Yeah.
You proceed inside.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
proceed inside.
You head deeper into the chamber and see that there are multiple more bodies scattered all over the marble floor. You counted there are at least 24 bodies, all belonging to ebony skinned elves. Their bodies seem to suffer from heavily inflicted wounds caused by piercing and slashing wounds. You also notice that on the other side of the chamber, the rest of the mirrors seem to be shattered as well. However, to your left, at the end of this room, one of the broken mirrors reveal behind it a hidden tunnel.
Is there any like exits in that chamber other than that tunnel?
Not that you notice, but on the other side, there is also another corridor. You presume that that is the corridor
From another.
that leads up to the right side corridor.
One question. Do the injury from those body related to the weapon they're using?
You roll for SWAT check.
Like you check?
SWAT.
Spot,
not hit.
okay.
Can I check as well?
Huh?
Can I check as well?
Only
Nope, I do not find anything. I rolled a 6.
That's more than enough.
Oh.
It seems that they are the kind of wounds that they have on their bodies. There's a similar kind of wounds, similar kind that were inflicted by the weapons that they use.
Nothing else.
Did they go insane and fight each other?
Yeah, they might have went insane.
Or it
Or
might have been
The
some.
mirror is creating something
Yes.
like the something.
Yeah.
So there's only way forward is a tunnel.
Let's move
So that-
forward then.
Into the
Yeah,
tunnel.
the mirrors are broken now.
Kairos will pray for these dead
Yeah.
elves.
But us, they're not. They are evil.
I mean, he's still gonna pray for the deaths because these are like sudden deaths and insanity. No one should die like that.
They are not insane. We do not know if they are insane.
Yeah.
Right, get out. Let's
Go
go.
through the tunnel.
I guess we can go through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Tunnel?
Yeah.
It's what kind of tunnel is it? Circular tunnel or like?
You're in the center. You need to get closer to inspect.
Get closer then.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the
So
wider
all
tunnel
getting
is-
closer to the tunnel.
One closer inspected, the tunnel is 10 feet wide with a ceiling that's still about 15 feet in height. It goes 50 feet deep before it leads to another next chamber.
I should say this feels a lot like Mahadim in some way. Keep moving downward.
So we go to the chamber.
So can anyone? We're in front of the chamber, right?
No,
That's the
you're
chamber.
in front of the broken mirror that leads into the tunnel.
Oh, okay.
The school went into the tunnel.
Spool went in, one bottle
Following.
of
We follow behind.
Follow behind.
Should we check
Moving
for
10
any
feet
traps?
behind.
Yeah.
Spool is already inside.
Following 10 feet
Follow
behind him.
follow behind.
The spool continue onward.
Yes. Until he reached the
The chamber.
entrance to the next chamber.
Spool already went ahead.
Follow.
I follow
follow
up to 10
behind.
feet behind.
Guys will follow him.
As you reach to the end of this tunnel, beyond the archway with your dark vision or your light source, you can see it goes 30 feet to your left and right. Looking up at 10 feet high, there seems to be a 3 feet wide ledges that surrounds the entire chamber walls. Beyond the ledge, it follows the same pattern. So, 10 feet, you got the ledge, 10 feet again, ledge, 10 feet again, ledge. It just keeps on repeating.
So like staircase.
Not even a staircase.
Just a
I
ledge.
said it's a ledge.
Stone ledge that is just
The
perfectly
center
made.
is nothing. The center.
Hmm?
The center is
I
empty.
haven't finished talking yet. The ledge itself is enough to stand, but there's no way to access up unless you, even if you attempt to climb up or attempt to jump up. Looking ahead, the room is massive. It goes beyond your dark vision and your light source.
And there are ledges left and right that goes very tense.
How high from here to the sea? Or it's beyond our light source?
Beyond your light source.
Can we listen if there is anything in this chamber?
You can roll for it.
I got 14. Echo got 24. Yeah.
You don't hear anything out of the ordinary.
I want to try to do two things. I want to try to listen if I can hear any kind of that.
Or Kairos already rolled for this.
Alright, oh yeah.
I got 24.
I think
And
some
I'm
is
supposed to roll higher.
light crossbow and shoots an arrow.
You load your light crossbow, you fire it,
I want to pay close attention to the sound.
your crossbow, you fire your crossbow, the bolt flies up. Doesn't hit anything. Then
Order.
How's the air? Do we feel any air?
the air.
How the air is smell blood or do
You don't smell blood.
Alright, play one.
And 120 ceiling.
And the floor clear and clean.
You see footsteps that leads inside.
Bloody footsteps or bloody looking footsteps or
No bloody footsteps.
just footsteps?
footsteps?
And is it getting lesser every time you see these footsteps?
Lesser,
Okay.
but it's still about at least maybe a dozen.
dozen is 24.
No,
As a 12.
12.
So 2,000, right?
No, about.
A dozen.
about.
The
Yeah.
single dozen.
A dozen is 12.
12.
Should we follow the footsteps?
Yes.
Try.
No, that's
Spool heads in.
Follow school then.
follow school.
Then we follow school.
At some point, they're gonna get in trouble.
Very hot.
So you walk ahead to go deeper into the chamber. And once you pass that 60 foot away, you see something peculiar. At the center of this chamber is furnished with dozens of stone broken statues that are carved to look like elves with long hair and are dressed in tight suits with chains over their chests. They are placed in a chaotic pattern with each one of these statues are posed in different dynamic styles. One is found sitting on a marble floor. One looks to be crawling away with the expression of extreme fear. Few others are defending themselves by having their shield facing forward and are armed with rapiers. Handful others are seen knocking their bows and arrows. Many of these statues seem to suffer damages that do not look. They do look familiar looking, like the dead bodies that you previously come across in the upper floors. As you walk along, you also notice there are several piles of fine dust scattered all over the floor. At the center of this chamber, there's a massive 20-foot diameter of a black obelisk that stood 50 foot high. There are 4 large mechanical pulleys that are found lodged on each corner of the obelisk base. Each pulley has a ring that is attached with a long black chain that runs to the top of the obelisk, where each side on top of it are attached with a black metal ring. There's a visible electrical surge that runs from the bottom of the boat, to the top of the chains. At chest height of the obelisk, there seems to be dozens of edge glowing letters. Every time there's an electrical surge, the letter starts to give a dim glow. It's like a heartbeat.
What language is that?
You're far to see it. On top of the obelisk, there's an iron, what seems to be an iron piece that's attached on the top of the obelisk itself. It's constantly surging in electrical energies. Like a heartbeat. No, that's not it.
Iron piece.
It's shaped like it's not anything that you're looking for. That's what you're asking. It's part of the obelisk,
Oh.
like an electrical conduct with metal wirings.
Oh, okay.
Now what? You want to inspect the lettering?
Karas will cast comprehend languages on himself. And
too small for you to be 10 feet away.
Should we get closer?
Karos will get closer, like 5 feet away. To
Can't read when you're 5 feet away.
how far is it from?
The obelisk is big, but the letterings are not big.
I think it's about chest height.
Chest height.
Go close to shine the light on.
Is the electricity enough to light up the room?
No.
Okay, then who wants to hide shadow and move suddenly? Just check what's behind the obelisk. What's the other side of the room?
Nothing.
No exit.
No action.
Karos says, well, I might have to climb up to have a look at the letterings. But it doesn't seem danger. It doesn't seem safe.
Is it chest?
But the
Yeah, the
lettering
wheelings
is
are
on
the chest
height.
area.
Yeah.
Chest level.
I guess I'll just move even further nearer to the obelisk to
What's the rest of you doing?
I'm following just next to.
What's the rest of you doing?
I'll inspect the
Spo is at the back inspecting what's behind the obelisk, but what's the rest of you doing?
I'll inspect the
Grim?
I would like to stand behind Kairos, attempt to put him out if anything bad goes.
What's Kaylin?
I'm gonna inspect the statues.
Tobin?
Towen is just looking at Karos, Ishimura and Mari guarding it.
Ishimura Mari will be.
What is Korak doing?
I'll be inspecting the statues and the dust on the ground as well.
You can only inspect one thing at a time.
Oh, okay.
Which
Oh.
one you're going to
The dust.
inspect?
I'll be
Huh?
in between the obelisk and the statues on there. In between there.
What?
I'll be in between inspecting the statues.
There are a whole lot of statues.
A lot.
Yeah.
The dust. I want to know the dust. I'll be inspecting the dust.
There are also a whole pile of dust here and there.
I'll be in between the middle from the whole group of the statue and then the obelisk. Because sometimes they go in front of chat, sometimes stay behind. I'm like in between the middle there.
Okay. Aziza?
Is there a level there right now?
No,
No,
there's
no. I'll go look at the wiring.
At the obelisk.
Yeah.
Igor?
You guys want to walk around the obelisk one circle to look at all the word that lights up. Is it all
No,
the
the
same?
wording is in
Only
the
one side.
only one side. Where Kairos, Prim, and Brexis are.
Okay, he walk one circle just to be sure there's no other wording.
No
Then
other
go back to
wording.
Then he joins them in the front. Then he
Those
attempts to use decipher script.
that you're looking at the statue. Anything you want to look for?
All the statues, are they looking at one direction?
All the direct? No, they are random.
Okay. And one of them is like sitting on the floor, is it?
Yes. Crying.
One is crawling away. Couple are
Defending.
defending. And then couple are knocking their arrows.
Yes.
Is it just your is it even the clothes statue the statue is totally the clothes as well, or
Yeah. Everything on their body are
stones basically?
stone. Made of stone.
So yes.
If there's nothing from you, I come to Korak and Ishimaru. You're looking at the
Dust.
dust. There's a pile of dust in front of you on the floor.
Is it
Looking at the same thing, I guess.
the dust? Is it like just scattered all around that area only?
No, there are pile of dust.
Or pile?
Small pile here, small pile there, small pile here.
It feels like they've been disintegrated or something.
First, those that are looking at the obelisk, upon closer inspection of the obelisk, you see that each button, each one of the letter is actually a button that contains a single alphabetical letter. However, is strangely. It reads in the infernal language.
Oh, I can read it. Like my infernal.
You have infernal,
I
right?
have infernal.
What's up? Paladin,
No, I do have it.
Doesn't read the unholy books.
Yes.
no infernal, right?
Yeah.
How can you even combat evil? You don't even understand the enemy.
Not too well, they can't understand.
Just that.
Who can read infernal? You can. Your comprehend language. You can read. You?
Nope.
Okay. Praxis, no infernal.
I'm checking
right?
a wire.
So, but you're checking on wire. So, Kairos for you. The infernal language reads, verily, I know all of your deepest, darkest secrets. Yet I do not share, for I alone keep thy secrets.
Kairos knows very well who this is.
What does it say?
But the thing is, the lettering, each one of the lettering is a button,
Buttons, right? Very
but not a complete alphabet. Only the ones that I just
yeah, so
read
there
to
is
you.
a verily I know all of
Verily, I know all of your deepest, darkest secrets. Yet I do not share, for I alone keep thy secrets.
all your secrets. All thine secrets. All thine secrets, right?
Hmm?
Secrets. Right. Who am I?
T-H-E or T-H-I-N-E?
Fine, fine. T-H-I-N-E.
What?
T-H-I-N-E.
No. Keep thy secret.
T-H-Y.
THY.
Thy
Who am
It's
I?
your secrets.
Deepest,
Oh, pardon.
darkest
Shit.
secrets.
Sounds like this.
The obelisk surges. Aziza, you keep looking around, looking at the top. Electrical surge.
Verily I know all of your
What?
deepest
No, these are all in one
secrets.
line.
No, in multiple lines.
Multiple lines.
Yet I do not share, I alone keep thy secrets. Who am I? Wait. The second line is yet I do not share, I alone keep all thy secrets.
For I alone keep
All. I
thy.
alone keep thy secrets. I can
There are seven lines.
7 lines.
7 lines. Wait. Okay.
Verily is the first.
Very first
I know of your deepest, darkest secret.
is the second line.
Yet I do not share.
Is a line.
For I alone
Is a line.
keep thy secrets.
Who am I also included?
Who am I?
Is also included in that sentence.
The last one.
Yeah.
The last
Yes.
line.
So is okay, I know. Because that is secrets. If I say
Are you going to share this information with the rest?
Kairos will speak to Prim since she's next to him. This reads in Inferno. It says verily in this first line, I know all of your deepest darkest secrets, yet I do not share. For I alone keep all thy secrets. Who am I? I have some suspicions, but
Each of the words is a button.
each of the words is a
Can I
button.
roll for religion to see what this sentence actually?
It doesn't help you anything.
No, right?
It's a read.
Kairos recalls the conversation he had with Reese, right? Is Reese with him?
Hmm?
Is Reese with him?
No.
Where is he?
At the back.
In the back. With Kidney?
No. Just away from the obelisk.
Okay. Kairos recalls the time he was speaking with Reese about this god of secrets, right? He will say to Prim, I know of a god of secrets. but Verdi already has the letter B.
Second line is I know all the keepers' dark secrets.
But there are 6. Sorry.
What is the 6 line?
This is 6 lines.
It's 6 lines. Yeah.
I know of all your deepest darkest secrets,
Yeah. Then
but I do not share, for I alone keep all thy secrets. Who am I?
It's actually 6 lines. Is who am I also a button?
Yes.
Then there are 6 letters. Does it have to be in chronological order? Because if you look at the third line, there is no C if you're going for Ragnar. And there are 6 lines, so it probably isn't Ragnar. I'm quite confused with the lines.
If you think it's only five,
Ragnar is only 5.
this is 6. It's more, it feels more also like a reader to your own desire.
So, yeah.
Well, what does it say?
Well, Chaos repeats and says, well, this is written in Inferno. Right, I know of all your deepest darkest secrets, yet I do not share, for I will keep all thy secrets. Who am
There
I?
is no all. Just keep thy secrets.
Ah, okay. But there are still 6 lines, so. I have a suspicion it is the entity that we met, but there are 6 lines, and that name is Ragnar, which has 5 alphabets. And I just can't seem to figure out how to fit this in. Unless you have other
The word of each of the character is a button.
Character.
Character.
we can
Okay.
fit right now in these lines. We are trying to push all the alphabets in each
It
line.
would be like the first puzzle you encounter at the Goblin fight. Pressing the corresponding buttons.
Yes. I was
to get
thinking
answers.
we can ignore the whole 6 lines thing and just go for the first thing that spells out Ragnar.
Ragnar. I'm not familiar with that.
It is an evil god of secrets. I'm not sure.
Sounds like a plan. So
But
the alphabets here can
can make
form the
Ragnar.
name.
Yes.
And we probably should give it a try now.
I have a feeling if we got the wrong one, we'll end up like them. And then he points towards the statues behind.
True.
So we have to be very sure that we are in on this because I can push the Ragnar name.
We prepare ourselves and see.
If we are wrong, there's no way you can prepare ourselves.
Well, we're not making progress standing here and arguing about it.
Then I should go ahead with it.
If you truly believe this is the correct answer, then yes.
Then I shall. Any objections?
No. We're in on it together.
No objections.
If anything happened, then we all take it.
Alright.
Do what you must. They got stand next to Carlos.
We will hold you.
Press.
Okay.
We will not hold you accountable if you even if the right answer.
So Aziza, Praxis, Prim, Kairos, and Nico are at the office. The rest of you are looking at the pound.
Yes.
Who has returned from the
Yeah,
other side of the hall.
We will join them together at our place.
Yeah.
So Ishimura is joining.
Yeah.
Same.
So we're all joining.
All in a crowd.
Yeah.
So all of you are
In front.
standing in front of the obelisk while Kairos starts to press.
Yeah.
Correct? What's your first letter?
V.
It starts to make a lot of buzzing sounds,
Okay.
and it starts to tremble.
The next one he clicks is E.
From which line?
I know all of your deepest, darkest secrets. From can we?
You
He
can
doesn't-
see the obelisk starts to react.
I think we
The
can click
longer
different,
you-
different.
The longer you delay, as
He
the
will click on the one in the deepest, darkest secrets. The E.
which
The deep.
Secrets.
Yeah, the secrets E. The first E of the secrets.
something you were, as you're thinking on which button to press, while during that time the obelisks were reacting differently. Until you press that button, then it starts to calm down.
And then he quickly click on C. The E, the C next to the E. And then he goes for the N in for I alone. The who am I? The M A. Yeah, the who am I? The M. The A.
You press the last line on the A. You press the buttons to start vector, and there's already an immediate reaction coming from the obelisk. Each one of the pulleys begin to turn its wheel as they tug the chains. Splitting the obelisk into 4 parts in each corner. When it opens, steam escapes out from it, and there's a green glow that illuminates within the obelisk. That finally reveals there's a metal podium in jet black color housing within the obelisk. On top of the podium is a metal hand that grips onto a 6-inch diameter of an iron orb that gives a fiery red flame. You suddenly felt your hair raised as the back of your necks, and your forearms begin to grow goosebumps. And there's a sudden chill that's quickly swept into the room that came out of nowhere. And you can even see your own breath of air every time you breathe out. It gets colder and colder. Then you hear multiple but very faint voices whispering into your ears, but you can't really tell what they're trying to say. But somehow you felt the slight temptation to wanting to touch it. Touching a wall. But you immediately shook your head to stop yourself not before long. You can hear the voices.
It's familiar voice.
Is this what we're after? Is this
Before anything that you guys would say, suddenly something falls smack on the marble floor. Right nearby you. When you turn to look what's fallen behind you, it reveals to be a top half-eaten body belonging to a dark-skinned male elf. Then you hear a voice coming from above that speaks in a guttural, inhumane voice.
least they provided me entertainment and substance while I waited. But where are my manners? I am Xadlios, and like yourself, I too seek the regalia. And now that you have opened the safe, your usefulness ends here.
And whoever it was finally flies down to reveal to yourself. But first, let me break the map.
Holy shit, we are at the.
Take camera, take.
The fuck? What caused that?
I don't know.
Can't be eating the corpse. Yeah.
How far is the orb?
Beef jerky.
How tall is the orb?
Guys,
Away from. Is it reachable with hand?
You're reachable with hand, but
Also, the whole thing is obvious.
Can I take
The
it?
previously obvious. I'm one of the one over here. Reading. Yeah.
where's Nico?
Yeah. I can.
Next to Cairo.
Oh my god!
Yes. Kairos is like 15 and
I know that Prim is behind Kairos, right?
Yep. Just to pull we pull him if something happens.
here.
I'll just put Echo as part of your wall.
Yeah, yeah. And Reese is somewhere behind, right?
We don't see Reese.
Yeah.
Well,
me, I'm here with Mami.
oh, here. So, I'll be
Yeah.
here.
To me there.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna do
It's
Get,
Do what you
You
must.
do what I
can,
must.
it. Yes.
but it will be.
you want me photo?
No, it's just like take it and go quickly. Take it and go
Want us to be
quickly.
you want us to be all the Sams?
You need your Sam.
You need a
Just
Sam.
drag it away from you guys. Quickly.
Your
take
Sam
it
is
away.
that.
And then we have Golem here as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing coming after you is called.
Quickly take it and go away. So that just chase after me.
You have to think of the consequences.
Yeah.
I don't think
If
you
it can't chase after you, it will kill the others.
Yeah, he'll be within his chase range.
Yeah.
Because it's here for the orb. It won't abandon the orb.
True.
We follow you down to follow.
I think he'll ignore us and he'll follow you.
Yeah, if you take
He's
it
after
off.
the regalia.
He's
So,
after Regalia.
Even if we try to stop him, if we can.
Move ahead, Chap. We'll destroy the regalia.
I think there's any other way.
Yeah.
And we don't know what touching the regalia will do to us in the first place.
Yeah,
Yes. But then
So we need to
can't
hold the
just
back
leave it.
podium to hold the regalia.
Yeah, why don't we
Dark powers.
let him touch it?
I don't want to touch it.
Oh, if it takes it, like just all out.
I'll touch it then.
Use a sack.
Everyone wants to touch the ball.
Quick, use the
I
sack
want to
hole.
touch the
That's
wall.
also wrong.
Use the sack. Use the roach sack hole. Quick, get the sack hole.
Put the sack.
Sack
the
Wrap
ball
it
in
up.
the sack.
My hands
It's
are
a
full.
podium, a fixed,
Oh, yeah.
Get it
a fixed thing.
Everyone, no one else first.
Sack together
You
with
know, I'm gonna.
it's inside the wood.
No, I have two empty sack
Oh.
and my bag holding something.
Alright.
My hands are full.
What you can play carry.
Prepare
Shield
yourself.
and lantern.
Alright.
From here on out, everyone can die.
Yes.
Everyone. Just prepare yourself.
I'm already prepared. I'll crack this the background sheet ready.
I
Just clear the art.
I have
We don't have
point
anything that
ideas. They already like point
It's
ideas.
just us.
Sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't be. What is sacrifice?
We didn't prepare the
I have ideas that I can characters
No,
that I
I've
can
got empty sack, just that my hands are full. Just dump it in.
I have another I have a character that ties into your character that you might.
What?
But then
What if I can die?
put a sec on it.
Then we can continue this
I
story.
think it works.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
you're not
So
directly
saying
touching
you
it.
can die.
Huh?
You're not directly touching it.
Whatever it is that spoke to you, introduce yourself as Xadlios. It floats before you. A bulbous body of 8 feet in diameter that possesses a central, large, unblinking eye. along with a large maw with a dagger-like teeth. There are a dozen of smaller eyes attached to its wriggling stalks that sprouts from the top of its orb-like body.
Oh, it's that big. It's that big.
Yeah, so this is what you order, right?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, so that's why.
Oh, that's why we have
That's
swords.
why they all
Yeah, that's why they're all.
Oh,
We
they're
made
all
this.
Fly and descend.
either petrified or
Roll for initiative.
Yes. Well,
Roll
it's do or die.
Yeah. Oh, you found it.
Yeah, I found it.
Yes. I got
Not bad.
27.
You got?
Ah. 19.
School 15.
That's not too bad.
Griff?
21.
Huh? Okay.
Aziza?
19. I have 0 dex.
So you got, it's how much dex?
Yes.
I'm same with them, 19 as well.
That's 14.
Aziza. What's your dex? Plus what?
Plus 4.
So you are ahead of them. Praxis?
7.
Shimaru?
17.
Because at this point you gotta move fast. Correct?
18.
Except for Praxis.
Well.
So it's on top of a pillar thing, right? Wait.
Is it floating?
It's on one of the ledges, right?
Which one?
It's on one of the ledges. Right? So
No,
you
it's
can-
floating.
Oh, it's
It's
just floating.
flying.
Ah. Flying.
It's a nice game.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to shoot at it. And then we can deal with the orb later. We can deal with the orb later. We need to do something now.
So we or we fight?
You don't have a
So,
choice.
you are the highest initiative.
It is like
You're not in hand's reach though, sorry. Since the obelisk is 20 feet.
Yeah, so I was like, I can't reach with my hand, right?
No.
Well, forget about that option, but fight. I guess it's a fight then.
Fight it.
Let's see. We're all in one bunch. How convenient.
Hey, don't blame me. Everyone decided to bunch up there.
We thought we would give moral support.
Well, I guess you're all gonna die in one spot.
So we're afraid that
You
if
move.
anything happens, then
Also, what are you doing?
I'm moving away. How big is the place again? What's the edge of this place?
Let's say
How many feet?
40 feet. So 10, 20, 30, 40.
My against interior.
those are all empty spaces. Sand, dust.
So he moves 30 feet away to here. So there are no cows at all in this place,
No.
right? He's going to move here and
Can we know where the
Is the
statues is? The statues, location of the statues. Can you like draw them or something? Or just, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, can we use the statue as cover?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
can we use the obelisk and statues as well?
Probably is open, right?
Yeah, but you still use the obelisk as like a half cover. You heard the regalia?
Statue. Statue. Oh, sorry.
Seeing that he cannot reach the orb in time, he's just gonna make a run right for now. Reposition himself and shoot an
It
eldritch
doesn't matter.
blast.
I think it will show up again. It's like Dragon Ball, it's gone and then it's sold out somewhere else.
Yes.
Yeah.
23
Do
times.
not roll until I'm finished.
Okay. Just wait.
I hate you all keep on rolling stuff in the midst of doing things.
Yeah, you guys can
The
hide
statues.
the statues.
like how you would include the glass on the base. Yeah. Wait.
Do you guys have any ranged option?
No.
I do, but like, it's not very good.
Same.
Look at the order actually.
Stop messing with my melee.
It's just admire, I guess.
Like a marble.
So
Melee is
happy.
nice.
Yeah, happy to kill us. Happy to kill us, of
Oh,
course.
you don't say, man. You don't say.
Like all our
It's like-
adventurers
it's
look
like-
so sad.
Two birds with one stone. Food and all.
Well, the beholder kind of reminds me of that manga where the elf that has the athlete's food.
Elf that has athletes.
If I were
Then
him,
she
if
tries to
I
sacrifice herself.
found
and the
something I want, I
beholder-
would be happy as
The
well.
beholder tries to eat it first. But
Yeah.
in the end, the beholder like sworn to protect her.
Oh, I know
That's
that one. I know that one.
Ah, you better feed. Smells.
Because her speech
Oh,
it smells so bad, that's why the beholder not the one to eat her. It's a
I
second.
want cover.
I didn't even know it was called beholder. I just called tentacle
It's
danger.
supposed to be, yeah, it's supposed to be like a beholder. Only in D&D we call it a beholder. In anywhere else you can't call it a
It's
beholder.
called Shumagora.
Yeah, it's
You
like
get C&D.
for that it's food.
No,
What if
M&D, man. Marvel and Dragons.
Sometimes it's a marble.
Marlboro, yeah.
We call
Mola
it
Mata.
Define the sound.
Balls of
Marlboro just cast every debuff he can cast.
because
Because he can.
Oh. Yep, mystery.
So, what is Kyra showing? Roll to attack.
Yeah. 5 touch attack.
How much?
25 touch attack.
Hits.
I think the next is the thing.
Everyone's gonna kill it.
That's a
Zoom.
15.
Total 15 damage.
Wait, within 30 feet.
Marlboro
16
breath.
damage.
No, not within 30 feet. He's 30 feet up in the air.
Oh, he's
beyond.
already 30 feet. Okay, so it's 15.
You see Kyra's move away from the group as turns his palm and unleash an eldritch blast, hitting the creature Xadlios on the side. Creature shrieks in pain,
Come and get me.
turns his attention towards you, but the eye starts to glow and aim towards this area. One ray onto you.
Okay. What kind of ray?
You don't know.
Let's see.
So after years of playing, you finally find a beholder.
Yeah, Beholder is like that legendary monster that everyone dies to.
Is this the one like character's brother fuck? Is it?
Like
In the story?
Then also
Yeah.
the
I think it's the same one.
Same one?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Oh, brother. Let's see how it goes. I'm not sure.
What's your touch AC?
My touch AC is
14.
Yes.
One ray shoots out onto you, hitting your body. Make a will save.
25.
95. You make the will save. You took 6 damage as something seeps onto your body, causing intense pain. Second ray.
6. Minus 3.
One beam hits you. What's your touch AC?
15.
15.
Yeah, max dex.
Yep.
Wow.
You meant to dodge that one ray that were about to hit you. Third ray. Choose, because a lot of these things are instant death. One ray hits Torwin. What's your touch AC?
15.
Hits.
Will save time.
Will save.
Is it enchantment?
Sorry, oh yeah, elf, right?
Yeah.
Elf, sorry.
Plus 1.
Plus 2. Plus 6.
Nice. We have plus 3.
Yes, enchant.
Yes.
Roll.
But doesn't romantic if I roll low. Okay. We'll just go for it.
How? Holy
I'm
shit.
dead.
Total?
7.
7.
Okay. You're being charmed.
Oh no.
Xadlios tells you, restrain him.
You go. Okay, wait. I have my gloves on. I have my gauntlets.
Mm-hmm.
Can they do anything?
No.
Okay, now. Thought they can.
You are now compelled to needing to restrain Nigok.
Okay.
And since Nigok moves, well,
Can we
after-
hear his commands of having to do that?
Yes,
Oh, so everyone knows I'm Chap.
yes. Well, you only know, the rest of you only know that Xadlios commanded him to restrain Nigok. Other than that, you do not know.
If it's Chap.
Yes. Prim.
Latin.
Sorry. Stupid guys.
Man.
Can you make a save every turn, right?
I don't know.
Oh, gee.
Torvin, where
I know what
I'm at the end.
This one.
Okay, like smack me. No, that's not complicated.
I move. Can I move and make the reaction?
What do you mean?
Move and use my standard action as a range action.
Two.
To if Torvin makes a move on Magor, I would like to put it down.
Yeah, okay.
So I will move beside Torvin. And my reaction, if he actually approaches Magor to restrain him, I will then restrain him.
Sure. But the longer you delay on doing anything to this beholder,
I have no range capabilities right now, so I gotta wait
it's not my problem.
Views to come and
It's not my problem.
take support.
Colin, you have to restrain.
I can choose what I do.
No, you have to restrain.
So I
You have to restrain Nigok.
Okay, so
Grab me, dog.
I have to attack him.
Grab.
No, only touch attack.
Okay. Plus my
You
attack.
said you wanted ready to stop him, right?
Plus my strength, right? Plus my strength.
You know,
How are you gonna stop him? Grab him?
touch attack. It's right there.
Before you
Grapple.
roll, Colin, before you roll, oppose grapple check first.
Okay.
You have to roll any touch attack. You touch. Colin,
Yeah.
Colin, what's your touch AC?
14.
15.
Oh, 15, sorry.
You have what?
just DAD, right?
DAD plus your strength modifier. So you have a -4. Roll for it quick.
Total 18.
18. Opposed grapple. Roll.
6 plus 16.
21.
16.
Go to minus 4.
And then 21 minus 4 is 17.
17.
16.
Before you manage to grab onto Enoch, Prim managed to grab
Snap
onto
out
you.
of it, Torwin.
Thing is, you still need to do this.
I'm still charcoal.
Yes. Your turn is done. Enoch.
These are statues, right?
Yeah. Are you behind me, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. I see you have the capability to use a range attack. So,
Where the buff?
What are you going to give me?
no, I wait and take my turn then. After him.
How far are we from the entrance that we came in?
That's 99. 81.
65 feet.
65 feet. Damn far. Move up to here, then cast haste on the main party. Total of 10 targets.
Reach will not get it.
So,
Can you reach her?
who's this?
Me.
Oh.
I'm restraining.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Even Kairos? It's too far.
It's a 20-foot radius from the target.
So I don't get it. It's fine.
So everyone here. Target this guy then is a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
Including Nigo also get. So,
Oh.
10. Come 10.
Aziza?
Okay, I'm gonna
10
cast. I'm gonna cast level 4 spell, Magic Weapon Raider, on her arrow. She get total of +4, plus 2 to
Your
attack.
spell dissipates.
Oh shit!
Your spell cancels and
What?
dispelled.
Oh,
You're in the line of sight of the beholder.
Oh crap! Okay, then she realized that
All of your magical item gone.
I don't have much of. She realized that she's gonna like move 1, 2, 3,
Are they
4, 5,
temporarily
6.
disabled? or
Temporary.
disabled?
Okay, now this is my movement.
Okay.
6 already.
Rexus?
used action, so-
Your magic items are disabled.
Can I doff my shield and take my composite longbow? Switch to my composite longbow.
It's a move action though. It's a move action to remove your shield. There's also a move action to take your bow. And after that, you cannot do anything else.
Wait, think you can move and draw at the same time.
Yeah, but you
Yeah, but you have to remove the shield.
Okay, or is it? I think it'd be faster if I drop my shield. Yeah, I guess not.
It's still a move action to remove your shield. It's strapped onto
Oh,
your
okay.
arm.
Move, and then I can move to behind.
Is there a way for us to target specifically which eye to shoot for?
You can, but it will be very difficult.
Oh yeah, I know. So the lamp. Lantern. Okay, I remove my shield. Put down the lantern. I'm moving. And then
You can't just put down that.
Okay.
It's also a move action to put it down. Unless you let go. It's a free action.
then we can't see. I'll put down my. Okay, I'll keep my shield on. Put down my lantern. Reach for my longbow with the other free hand.
Okay.
So that's all. It's my standard action and move action used, right?
Okay.
He can move and draw the crossbow out, right?
Yeah.
So I think you should still move up.
Still move.
When you draw.
When you draw your crossbow.
And I will move
It's not composite longbow.
around here.
Draw with one.
The composite longbow.
Oh, composite, yeah. Draw with one. You can't shoot it.
So
I
you
can't shoot
move away. put your lantern
Put the lantern
and
down.
your composite longbow. Chimaru?
So the beholder is looking. Me and Mavi will. Since we are haste ready, we're gonna move first. Hold on.
Wait,
One,
haste, oh, wait.
two,
Extra attack of
three,
stuff.
four, five,
Damn it.
6, 7. I'm gonna go behind here. Mavi will be behind me at all times. And then I'm gonna cast a Shield of Faith on myself first.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like a wall for Mavi first. I'm gonna get away from
Chimaru
the
is done. Caitlin?
Too bad.
Because I want to cast less, but since I'm slowed down.
Yeah. 70 feet. 1, 2,
It's 30 feet.
3, 5. Move here, so that's 25 feet. And then I shoot.
Okay.
My magical weapon is disabled, right?
Yeah. And then you lost a bonus then, the magical bonus.
No, your magical bonus for your weapon is your
Haste give +1.
plus 1 to attack.
Okay.
No damage.
15. Oh, 30.
30 hits.
Yeah. 1d8, 4d6.
And then he's gonna after you soon.
So that's 7, 10, 15, 17.
Total.
17 damage.
You move away and knock your arrow, hitting Xadlios' body on the side. He shrieks in pain as the arrow stuck onto his body. Spool.
Move behind it, then use height.
Okay.
Height 30.
Okay.
Move suddenly.
Oh.
37.
Okay. Well, that's all. Reese is done. Rexus? Oh, sorry. Rexus is initiative 7, right? Okay. So, I was wrong. Who's 18?
Correct.
Okay. Correct. What are you doing? I wrote the wrong one.
Okay, I'll ready my crossbow. Move action to ready my crossbow.
Okay.
And then standard action to reload my crossbow.
Okay, you're done. Kairos?
Yeah, no.
He's going to do a spell class. With the crushing despair spell. It's a full round action.
What's the DC?
The crushing despair is usually 16.
Roll to attack.
It's 28 to attack.
You hit Xadlios with your spell blast.
I'll roll for the average class.
He doesn't seem to be affected by your crushing despair.
Another 19 damage.
Okay. Sen, you're not moving, right?
You can't move because he used full round action to use spell class.
Okay. Xadlios took another hit of the Eldritch Blast, hitting it from the side. He is quite injured at this point. Angered by this, Oh, those you're hasted, right?
Yeah.
You move where? You move here like this.
Yeah.
Haste is dispelled.
Okay.
So do I, right?
You were hasted, right, Spool? Spool's haste is dispelled. Ichimaru, you're moving
Diagonally.
here, so you're okay.
What about me? Moving over there.
You're not hasted.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Aiming towards this entire area. One ray on you, one ray on Spool.
School is behind.
Yeah. It seizes you.
Or is the disabled in
360 view.
a radius?
Hmm?
Is the disabling thing at
Because
the radius?
the main eye is on the front.
The stalks.
The extra eye.
The stalk is also eyes.
Yeah, I know. The disabling eye is on the front.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm talking one of the eye stalk is aiming
Yeah.
you.
No, but I'm talking about the disabling.
Ah.
Yeah.
What about what you were asking?
Disabling, is it the main eye or is it a radius?
Is the main eye.
Okay.
So one ray on Caitlin, one ray on Spool. Oh, whatever bonus that Aziza gave you also dispelled.
Nah,
Yeah, you didn't get.
when you cast spell, then you say dispel, then there's no bonus then. Too bad.
And one ray on Reese.
You serious this year?
Well, he has not seen eyes.
We can
Because I
see
rolled a
him.
natural 20.
Oh.
First, we deal with Caitlin.
It doesn't seem to be bothered to be shoot by anything else.
No, because yours is magic. Wants to take out the non-magic. I'm killing them first. What's your touching AC? Hits. You seem to be surprised. It is a touch attack.
It's his turn, so I can put it back again.
Let me double check. Ray hits you, roll for will save.
7.
You immediately fall to sleep.
Oh no. Oh no.
What's Spoon's touch AC? Hits.
Right.
Roll for fortitude save as the ray hits you.
Nope.
Oh!
6.
Ouch.
You see Spoon turn to stone. One ray on Reese. I'm telling you, I am killing you all. Reese is out, Spoon is out of action. One ray tried to hit Reese, Reese managed to avoid it.
Cass can't even see where Reese is.
Prim, are you still holding on to Tolwyn?
Tolwyn is still struggling, right?
Of course, still charmed.
Just let me. Yeah. Can I? Well, grappling try to punch it. Slap.
Lethal,
No.
-8.
Who's your grabbing it?
Just go for it, or just go for it.
Just punch.
Don't care.
Just go little.
Lethal is -4.
Let's go for it.
How much is your AC?
With armor is
He's
20.
now flat-footed.
Oh, flat-footed is 14.
14
Okay.
minus 8.
-4.
No.
If you ask for not little.
Give it to
Yeah, I'll just go little. He takes punches from me anyway.
Yeah, I
It's not the first time.
get hit by women all the time.
What's that?
6.
It's a 6.
Oh man, that's not good.
Yeah.
You try to punch forward, but you can't. He's keep on struggling away from you. Your turn is done.
Can I move forward?
You can't.
You're still grabbing him. So.
Okay.
Oppose grapple.
Yes, you hold on.
Who's grapple hero?
Oh wait, you already punched. You cannot oppose grapple. Tolwyn, you can oppose grapple.
But I cannot break out my charm yet, right?
No.
There's no will save issue.
Nope.
Nope.
Until duration ends. Something like that.
So it's supposed to grapple now.
Oppose grapple versus crit. First, roll for your oppose grapple.
Oh my god. Fuck.
You need to throw 18.
Yes.
Why you
I used to beat that.
Your dice fuck you up.
How much you roll?
18.
8.
I can't make that, man.
Oh man.
I can't make that. No, I totally can't make that.
How much?
Show these guys the reads.
Tolwyn, you manage to break free from Prim's grapple.
Oh no. Okay.
You have a move action.
I can choose what to do. I'm not like.
You have to chase after him.
So my job is now to chase after him.
Yes.
hopefully got my turn grapple? Yeah.
So I can only move now,
You
right?
can just move next to it.
1, 2.
You got your turn. As you see, Tolwyn broke free from Prim and chasing after you.
I have no conscience, so I can use.
Also, if you cast any spell or whatever, he can also do attack opportunity on you.
I'm behind him.
Oh god.
I'm mindless, right?
Hmm?
I'm mindless, right? I can't see anything.
You're not mindless.
Can.
You consider Xadlios your friend.
He's a bro, man. Bro stays.
Hey bro, I'm gonna break this up.
Can't say
It's
anything.
the same. It's the same as what we saw with Bruce. Almost.
Can't do it for my bro.
Do it quick before the third round comes. Someone is gonna die.
Spool is already out.
Yes.
If I move away, you still atop me, right?
Yes.
Sorry.
And I'm within the anti-magic view.
Also, whatever magical items that you have is disabled.
What magical item?
Whatever Tolwyn's magical item is also
I don't
disabled.
have any magic one.
The
You
glove
have?
is disappearing.
Even your armor,
Your glove?
Your glove?
your glove,
Oh yeah. Okay.
whatever magical items you have is disabled.
That's good for now.
Wait, that's That's Mari affected by the rain now?
You're not Mari is not under the ring.
The
The radius.
I think you're shooting her.
Shooting her,
It's
but-
eye range, right?
but I don't know what case is
But
right
we can
behind
cast
me
inside
taking it.
Yeah, it's radius.
Then I should-
You never want to be over.
What you heard of it?
Then only her.
This will be your
First.
first and maybe your final time.
Always fun to fight against an iconic.
Bless.
What are you gonna do? Make it quick. Or I skip your turn.
5 foot. Oh wait,
Cannot.
cannot. Still get hit.
Yep. You see, 1 5 foot is a standard action, and another 5. Basically, you're retreating,
The only way to not get hit is to retreat.
and you cannot.
I'm not full round attack next round.
I'm attacking
You are ordered to
Yeah,
restrain.
please.
Withdraw.
No, oh wait, you're ordered to restrain, not attack.
Yeah, well,
yes.
that's to restrain him.
Whoa.
You have to listen to what he said.
Oh, not to attack.
Aziza?
I'm the cancer eye is like looking at the direction right.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Searing Light on him.
Okay.
Touch will be 17.
Hits.
Okay, then it's very tense now. That will be every 2 level. So it's 46. Like 48, sorry. 6. 6, 6, 12. 12, 7, 19. 19, 20 total.
20.
And then I'm gonna move action. Draw my sling and move up here.
Okay. You can see Xadlios is very injured at this point. Correct?
Can I use a standard action first before a move action?
What do you want to do?
I want to fire then reload.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, okay. Then I fire my crossbow.
Go to attack.
8 plus 4. 12 plus 7, 19.
Fail to hit him as
Okay.
his body just as your bolt hits his body, it bounces off.
Okay, then I reload.
Shimaru?
Me and Mari will move normal movement to the beholders, to the very side of the beholder, and I'll cast Serving Light.
Okay.
Let me roll to attack. 18.
18 hits.
40.
What do you roll again?
Yeah, Serving Light.
Serving Light. Same like you, same.
I mean him. The
Crossbow.
Yeah, crossbow.
This one is touch.
Oh, touch, yeah.
14.
14.
Yeah.
We will quickly bring Mari to the back
Of me.
and cast your Serving Light, burning Xadlios' rear. It screams in pain. Caitlin is unconscious and sleeping. Spool is turned to stone. Reese tries to go closer.
You see us as and that means you follow his kind of order. Chap. Yeah, Chap.
You're technically his henchman now.
Yeah, Chap. Like a mermaid's call.
He order you to do attack, then you attack.
You get a
Constraint, then constraint, restraint.
Praxis?
Side. In other words, my master.
Move action buff my
Your
shield
body move for his own.
and fight with
Best
standard
friend I
action
can
fight.
steal it.
You feel very
Here, do I get the
fine
benefit of
carry out
haste or
Hmm?
Can I roll for sensibility?
you got casted haste on
sure.
Braxis?
It's already cancelled.
Cancelled? Okay.
Friend.
He supposedly charming you. Real him is a very trusted advice.
Yeah.
Does 27 hit his AC?
Cannot steal like
Yes.
I'm not too
I cast it on
7 plus 4, 11 piercing damage. That's it. All my actions.
Third round. Kairos?
It's going to move away from the side, line of sight. This one is not within line of sight.
It is still line of sight. His cone is 150 feet.
So to hit him, you have to go like somewhere around there.
Yes.
Where is the cone? It's like from.
Covering this entire room, half of the room.
So like if I'm here, then I'm okay.
No, that part is still affected.
I'm just ngam out a little bit.
Oh, that is a wide cone.
Yes. It's 150 feet.
Why do you think he go over there? For the wild scan?
You know what? He's just since he can't do anything, he's just going to
You can
move, right?
vary the action when he if he turns.
I don't think.
Because there are threats at the back.
So he'll move here and ready action Eldritch Blast
Okay.
when it looks away.
Looks
Or
away.
When the thing is not in the cone.
It's focusing on his attack towards you.
Because you are high threat.
Okay, good. So you guys can,
Third round though.
can hit him from
Oh hey, me as well.
Hey bro!
Covering this entire half of the room.
Go Nigok, shoot it.
One way on Nigok.
Yeah, because I can.
Yeah.
Touch AC, Nigok. Hits.
Oh no.
My character right now.
Somebody to wake up her.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
I caught.
That's why I pull up a sling.
But it's just.
If I miss
My range weapon is as good. Yeah.
Okay.
1d8 damage.
Yeah. 1d8 plus 1.
But it's a prone.
Roll for fortitude save.
They're not plus 2.
Oh,
It's
it's
a-
You obviously
it's a
informed.
force thing.
Yeah, but it's if prone to attack.
Roll high, my god.
Okay,
Roll
it's minus
high.
4 as well.
That's high, that's high, that's high.
283. I mean, kind of touch, I guess.
One ray zaps onto you. You almost have a heart attack, but it grips onto your heart.
Oh.
Holy shit.
You took 22 damage.
Oh gosh, is that half of Nidok's HP?
That would be 7%. 70%.
Down to 14.
Oh.
Yeah, Mari. I'm using whatever corner back for being Mari's shield.
So it's just focusing on Karos now.
Yes.
So then he can use his electrician trust. Red must keeping an eye on it. Does hiding behind a statue cancels its eye?
He shuts his main eye and aim one ray at you.
Okay.
What's your touch AC?
Wait, does it mean that you can use your area radiation?
Wait, can I? Radiation?
Hmm?
Because it shuts its eye.
Mm-hmm.
My radiation damage plus should go, right?
Should.
I'll do it instantly before I get blasted by whatever that's coming.
It's like cowboy doing street view.
It's plus
Cool.
125.
Close eye, shoot.
You blink.
Ah, okay.
16 damage.
Played by its own game. Sleep yourself like a field, huh?
Please kill it. I think it's a disintegration.
I think it's like
I feel
300 HP or something.
I feel it's a disintegration.
The Mammoth has 200 HP, and this thing most probably has.
I don't remember.
How injured does it look?
Severe.
Okay, but not dead yet.
That's all nice. I hear about 5, 6, 7, something like that.
Goodbye, guys. Most damage I cannot
More.
do much. Yeah.
There's
I can't
more
do
dice.
much
Yeah, a
with
lot of
burst
dice
damage.
rolling.
More than
But tell me if there are few rolls though, because I think it's one roll. One roll.
There's a lot of
Half
dice.
damage, something like that.
That's a lot of damage.
There's a lot of damage.
This is like a Warhammer when you roll multiple dice and shit. One whole chunk number there.
Flexing rules.
What you feel when you feel darkness.
Yeah.
I think expensive. No wood.
Don't rolling that much dice.
There's a lot of dice.
That's a
As
lot
good
of
as you.
Next time's gonna die, so.
Then we move for the
I'm
big
pretty sure it's gonna
Kyrios. Nice knowing you, Kyrios.
That's the amount.
And Ree's gonna be very
Roll
sad.
for the war.
That was
It's only
3
nice,
rolls
it's
of
only nice
multiple
when
dice.
I have some half cover with the statue though. Don't lie.
If we're the one
Then I
rolling
have
multiple
like some
dice,
half
I'm
cover from the
happy.
statue.
Last period. I used to.
What?
Huh?
What did you say?
One ray shoots onto you.
Yeah. The statue doesn't help, right?
No.
It's got
That's the
elevation.
high ground advantage.
Yes, the high ground.
Yeah.
It's easy to pick.
How many damage is that thing?
You took 45 damage,
I'm still happy.
and your right arm disintegrated, turning into dust. Poof!
Oh my,
just like-
holy shit.
It's just like crying
That's the
pain.
dust.
Oh, that's the dust.
Let me calculate.
Oh wait, I think it's because like, yeah, caught. So, because the statue,
Yeah.
one part is exposed, so.
It opens up his eye.
I need to
Oh,
kill
that's
it
sniping
like right
shot.
40, how many damage?
45.
45.
You are at
Did a good deal.
Another ray on Nigok.
Shit.
Touch AC is 11, 13 hits. Roll for 42 save.
Oh,
Not enough space. So crowded.
oh, it's advantage.
25.
25.
Oh, great.
14.
How many hit points you have left?
Bleeding.
No. It's,
Right arm. Right arm. Bleeding. It's gone.
That's a lot of damage.
like,
It disintegrated.
yeah.
Wait, disintegrated it doesn't give.
You are not at -7.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
Well, now he doesn't have a point to hold it down.
Yeah, but he's still charmed.
It's fine.
Xadlios tells you, restrain him.
Where is he?
Oh,
Of course. What the hell?
It's like, yes, bro.
Xadlios is done. Great.
I yell out to Ishimura. Ishimura, get Nigor up! I will charge.
Oh, the corner there!
I will charge tackle Torwin.
Charge attack. You have a +2.
It's pretty damn obvious, bro.
I do think all of them are my enemies, right? Or former friends.
You find that Xadlios is the most reasonable person.
But I do see them as friends, but he's the more reasonable
That's
one.
why he didn't ask you to attack them, but restrain them.
Ah, okay, I get it. Prim, get on my way. I don't want to hurt you.
12.
You easily
you
push Prim away as he tries to
Chap.
charge.
You know those videos.
Push you
Yeah,
up.
make a turn aside.
Push you away. You're all wrong.
Oh, in your turn. You have to
run
towards to Kairos.
This was a mistake all along.
Can I trigger my own hit?
Do you hear them? You can.
Yeah.
I'm playing the role right now.
Sorry, come back here!
Um,
I only hit him, but I can't grapple him, right?
Yeah, you can't grab.
I'll just punch him for the sake of punching.
okay, go ahead.
Tommy, snap out of it, we're your friends!
You're my friends, but you're mistaken.
Oh my
But
god!
How much? Do you hear them?
How much? No, I roll 1.
It doesn't matter, I guess.
Too good of a friend.
Okay, so
If you manage to hit him, he gets a +5 saving throw.
Oh god damn it! God
damn it.
So, Owen, move your miniature all the way as close as possible to Kairos.
So hectic.
So I can move all the way.
Yep.
I think you can.
Double move. You can double move.
You need to double move.
Yeah, you double move.
Because your haste got removed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your haste mode, you got
Then
haste got
20.
cancelled.
Yeah, his haste got cancelled.
I got
30.
30.
30.
I can go 60 feet. If I
Your
move down.
basic induction.
Okay. Stop this, Kairos. We're fighting the wrong
Kairos
person.
is just like
The one kind of gone
in
like
pain right now. He has no time to talk.
Nigok goes down. Roll for civilization.
He is very hurt.
Too in pain to
I
be
don't
bothered.
have
Can you
time
please
for
punch
this
me?
shit.
It's like in shock, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please punch me.
I'm not fast enough to get.
Nope. 58.
Is my
Minus
haste cancelled by the way?
Yes. Aziza,
Since he's looking at
you're within his radius. It's covering half of that room.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had to kick. I kick her away, if possible. Or do I use heal check to wake her up?
Shake it up.
The fuck?
Legs
Oh
like
my god.
Exit.
Just like the baseball.
I just not the
She's
acrobatic
only one
kind,
who
man.
didn't move the whole-
She's not
the whole
acrobatic,
time.
man.
like it.
Kick the baby!
Kick the baby!
The fuck?
You son of a shit.
I can use.
Will not wake them up.
Heal check.
No, does not.
Doesn't either.
You need my
They
water.
sleep, they sleep.
Oh, damn.
Oh, until
Oh, wow.
Until
the spell is over.
the spell is over. You try to kick Caitlin up, she does not wake up.
Okay, that's
You are now in deep shit.
Someone
Yeah.
do something, punch me.
I can try to do something.
But it's not your turn, correct?
I'll shoot the beholder.
It is on its last drop.
9 plus 12, 21.
No, that's not hit.
Oh damn.
Wow.
That's a high AC. And then I reload.
You are fighting a boss.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
22 or 25.
Shimaru,
I will use my last.
he's now, Legock is at -8.
Cure Silver's wound something come.
Even?
I know his range, right? I think this is like
Yes.
4, 6.
13. 13 plus 6, 19.
No, 19 plus 8.
27.
27 hit points.
You are healed back.
27 minus 8 is
90 hit points. Caitlin, you are still asleep. Spool has turned to stone. Reese runs back again to try to get closer.
No.
Tries to make an extreme leap. Provoke attack opportunity from Xadlios. Xadlios failed to bite onto Reese. Reese have to roll to attack. Fail to hit him. He falls 30 feet down.
Oh no.
Make a tumble check. Succeed, takes 1d6 damage.
Ah.
Rexus?
Full attack with my longbow. Do I have a clear shot of him from here, or do I have to fight it stuck here?
He's in the darkness.
Oh. So it means I can't see him? I can't attack
You
him.
have a percentile mischance.
I
First
have
attack.
a question. It disables spells, but does it disable spell abilities?
Everything.
And both of it.
Does 24 match his AC?
Hmm?
Does 24 hit his AC?
Does not hit the
Because it is an anti-magic field, right?
Yes.
Second.
I'm just wondering if it's just spells.
It affects every
Nah,
magic.
19.
Good time for beers.
You launch two, Rexus, you knock 2 arrows to fire onto Xadlios. 2 arrows miss past him. Kairos, your turn. You lost 1 right arm.
You know, he's gonna gamble his last legs and use his left arm and ready action Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Xadlios' turn. Covering the entirety of the room. 1 ray on you.
Oh shit. You saw what it did.
Entire room. Bang. Spool is stone.
Shower me already.
Curse or something like that. I have it. I think I have it, yeah. But I see everything.
Roll for will save. Wait, what's your touch AC?
11.
Hits. Roll for will save.
Oh, touch AC is 13.
Still hits.
Will save is 20.
20.
Don't top up yet.
Sorry.
What's into a killer?
You took 7 damage as the beam shoots onto you.
Oh.
What's your first? You roll 27. You roll like 19.
One beam hits Nigok.
Oh. No.
Your touch AC is 13, right?
Yeah.
Hits. Roll for fortitude save.
Nope. 9.
9. Nigok turned to stone.
Oh shit.
In front of her head.
Yes. Nigok turned to stone. One ray on you. What's your touch AC? I roll a natural 18.
I have to wait for it to does its disintegration beam again.
Hmm?
I need to wait for it to does its disintegration beam again. So that I can shoot it because I can't do anything.
I can as well.
Keeps an eye on me. I can't do anything.
I don't have enough range to cover the.
Okay, up to Ishimura. Yes.
That makes
Yes,
it
yes.
I'm not done yet.
Not done yet.
Multiple D6.
Dice.
Way of Disco. Monkakas. Monkakas.
Oh gosh. It's not a disintegration beam, right?
I don't think it is because it is equals to dice.
Yeah.
Because it's I the whole eye.
Equals to me.
I thought I was gonna die.
How much land is it?
You're now at -5.
What?
Oh gosh.
That beam hits onto you, almost disintegrating you, but you manage to keep your walk at that point. You immediately fall.
What? Okay, what's the beam that he shoots on me then?
Also disintegration.
But he didn't close his eyes.
79 damage.
Hmm?
He didn't close his eyes.
It doesn't have to close his eyes. It just have to close his main eye so it can shoot you.
Oh.
Because he has an anti-magic field.
Yes. Now your prim is in danger. Nigok and Spoon turn to stone. One more eye. Oh wait, we all used up the eyes.
Yeah.
God.
Prim? Stabilization.
Forward, get away from me.
My friend tell me to do things. I don't know. My best friend.
Go away, Doreen.
Friendship,
After
friendship,
Prim is Torwin though.
friendship with this guy and
Also,
now my new best
if
friend.
you're opposed grapple, you have a -4. You have only one arm.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hate myself.
85, no, right?
You're now -6. Shimaru, you've got another problem. Torwin, time to grapple.
-6, right?
Yes.
Okay, can we swap more round?
I got a minus
Okay.
-4.
15.
19 plus 4.
15.
How much?
19 plus 4.
23.
With a -4.
Yeah, because my rapport is 8.
Total is how much? 23.
15.
15. You try to grapple onto Torwin. But Torwin try to grapple onto Kairos. Kairos managed to shrug away even with one arm.
Okay, good.
He is very concentrated on killing them.
Slippery slope.
But whatever range attack you're gonna do, it will provide
Yeah,
effort to.
but he's still going to do it anyway.
Nigok is down, Aziza. it already covers half the room.
Yeah. How wide is it again?
Which corner doesn't it get?
Nope. I cannot make it there. Wait, do
I
I?
think you can.
Can.
One
You can.
Diagonal.
diagonally. There's a 5, 15,
Yeah, 15.
20,
25.
25.
Yeah, you
You
can.
cannot diagonal
Oh.
on the statue.
So over here, and then 5 more feet. It's over here. Do I still in this range?
I don't think so. It's like,
Probably still in this range.
no, I don't think it's within.
No,
it's
not within
targeting.
Okay, then I'm gonna use Strength Light on him.
Okay.
I don't think it's a good number.
No.
It's not a good. There will be a total of 10.
You miss.
Nope.
As the beam whizzes past him, Xadlios notices your presence.
Nope. That's it. It's gonna be hurt.
Correct? This is on his last drop already.
I have
You
80.
can kiss Aziza goodbye.
Can I see? Can I see him at that range?
Hmm?
Can I see him at that range? Let me check. 10, 20, 30. Yeah, I can see it.
Yep.
I'll fire my crossbow again.
Drop what?
11 plus 12. 23.
Nope. One bolt just whizzed past him.
Okay, reload again.
Ishimaru.
I take the cheeky bricky to the end there, serving light from the bottom. So the attack. Serving light up.
I'm very concerned.
Just do it. Just do it.
15.
Hits.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Kill it. Please kill it.
6. 7.
15.
15.
Oh! One more time. 15 plus 6, 21.
21.
Is it down?
From below.
Searing right.
Like, what the fuck? You don't stop.
Almost.
Oh my god. Stop hurting my friend. Stop hurting my friend.
Okay, the sleeping spool is turned to stone, resists in this attempt. You try to climb up again.
That's my one motion.
Second step. Third step is done. Practice.
Full attack. Yo, that's a 20 only.
Fail to hit.
Second one.
Only a 16.
No, that'll be a 16.
Both arrow whiz past him. Kairos.
Yes. Yeah, I'll punch.
You have a -4 penalty.
Yes. With is it strength?
Yes.
What is your AC again?
Flat-footed. Oh.
No, you're not flat-footed.
Oh, my normal AC.
Yeah.
Actually.
I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try. I'm going to reaction my average plus
Okay.
when it comes to its eyes again.
Still aiming at your spot. One beam on Aziza, one beam on Ishimaru,
If these two down, then
Yeah, those two are stones.
and one beam on Reese.
I did what I could.
First, Aziza, what's your touch AC?
11.
Hits.
Can't do anything if the beam on
We're doing our best.
I'm doing my best.
I'm gonna hear a lot of dice roll.
In case we all have 10 pistol and good luck, guys.
Oh.
Stabilization.
Sound to your ears.
Huh?
Great sound to your ears.
What?
Music to your ears.
Yes.
Sound like what's
thing is, if you see Mari,
Yeah, if
the
you
wand is gonna cancel.
Yeah.
You're not sure Mari is gonna like come back with you.
I feel like you need a mirror shield for this guy. A lot of damage.
Or probably unconscious. Chomper.
They are the normal animal.
It's a handprint.
No, they become unfamiliar.
Oh my god, the smell of the dice. It's delicious.
So when they are unable to make their familiar, when they are
AC doesn't
unable
matter,
to anti-magic, they are not familiar. For you, are you just
Monster is just nature armor, high tech.
They quite a stranger then.
They get better reach weapons.
Always
That
not enough
cheat-
time.
that cheating
Holder has like a
guy.
strange thing where
Always
it's
not
like,
enough money to buy
like
better.
it cannot shoot me,
I have
but then
400
if
plus.
you shoot me, then I shoot it. So it doesn't have to shoot me.
I need to get rid of the gold.
But if you're gonna shoot me, you're gonna get
The
shot.
past session I was busy ampling up my AC.
Yes, I'm just gonna
It's like,
you.
You got 49 damage.
Oh shit.
oh fuck.
As your eyes has been vaporized.
Oh god.
You are immediately blinded.
Oh,
Okay, now I guess Adidas is out of commission. 7 HP die.
Second beam on Ishimaru.
7, 8, 10.
How many HP do you
You're 13, right?
Yeah, AC. Touch up.
Okay. Thankfully, that beam misses you. One beam on Reese. Natural 20.
Oh!
Yeah, but
Wait, magic.
Buy one
Oh
coin.
yeah. Wait. What kind of like a raid?
It's funny to be
That's the
yeah,
point
pay for
there.
everything else.
Yeah.
Good thing, bad thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you're blinded.
Someone
but
got
eye port is gone. Now I guess you're not wearing the eye.
No, you are that.
Reese fails his fortitude save.
Fuck.
And then he falls to his death.
Oh no!
That's it.
He falls to his death.
Dead.
Here, falls to his death.
It's in dead.
Dead.
Oh man.
What's that?
You were nearby, as you can see. You can see one beam strike on you. You managed to dodge and roll away. The moment you roll away, another beam struck out above you, and then the body just drops.
The splats there.
Not entirely like that.
But it's like a ragdoll just drops
Yes,
out there.
drops like a rag doll.
Oh my god.
He's not moving. He's not moving.
Do bad decisions.
Can I see him falling down even though I
Kairos
jump?
is going to make
No,
bad
you're
decisions.
focusing on
Can I see this from
Grim.
the distance?
civilization.
Can you see the
Can Kairos see it from this distance?
Too far away.
So Kairos doesn't know.
I'm holding my
Told you I will kill people.
Can see shit. So.
Kairos hasn't seen it yet.
Nah.
It's a 46.
When he sees it, he's gonna make bad decisions.
-7.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Colwyn, restrain Kairos.
I don't want to tease.
I got a 9,
He's roll 1. He's roll 1.
19.
What's that?
18.
That's not
Yes,
18.
you're 18.
I think got one.
28.
That's what he said.
Colwyn managed to restrain you.
Ah.
So, what happens to my
Shit.
class?
Hmm?
I can still cast with even if I'm restrained, right?
Can with a -4.
Okay.
Nigot is down. Aziza is blind. Correct?
I'll fire. Same thing again.
Natural.
No!
Don't say.
It doesn't hit and I reload again.
Don't say
How
anything.
much?
It's only 5, 12, 17.
Your both whiz pass onto this creature.
Don't say anything.
Ishimaru?
I get all my strength and serving like him from below again.
hit.
15.
Hits.
Ngam ngam.
Oh, finish off. And then
5, 12,
12.
12 plus 7, 19. 19 plus 7, 26.
26.
You get your. In this attempt, you launch your searing light and hit Xadlios from the bottom, causing it much pain as it shrieks. And in his last moment, it falls to its death.
Oh! Shura MVP!
The MVP sign is done.
So I did nothing. I scream, I.
Are the enchantment gone on Thorin? Is the enchantment gone from Thorin?
Yes.
I want to check on Reese.
don't know what to
Kairos goes and check. Where is Reese?
I want to Prim first to heal Prim. Reese is over there! He's not alive! Or something.
What do you
Quick,
say?
check
He's
on him
not
first.
alive?
I cast Cure Moderate Wounds on
Rexus looking for Aziza.
Oh gosh.
our paladin.
Kairos.
on
Hugging
all
a
four.
statue.
Kairos.
One by one.
18.
You recover back.
18 points.
No. This one was minus what?
Minus 7, so 18,
So
11.
11 hit
11.
points.
Kairos with one arm just staring at Reese's dead body. Then he looks at the orb. Then he goes for the orb.
Wait.
So you're touching the orb.
Yes. I think can he reach? He is
Yeah, you
20
can
feet-
reach it.
20 feet tall.
No. The obelisk is 20 feet tall. The podium is not 20 feet.
Aziza might need to remove.
So you immediately reach for the orb.
You're
Yes.
blinded.
What are you
right?
hoping for?
My eyes disengaged. I'm
He's
almost gone.
hoping for
I have to run to
Reese's,
you.
I don't think healing won't
Resurrection?
bring you back.
Okay, it has to
Restoration,
be.
Restoration, yes, but
You can cast
it's
Restoration.
resurrection, I think.
You already cast it.
yeah, I already cast.
Oh shit.
But I
Grab
I think even though
onto the
restoration,
orb
Yes.
I think I don't regeneration.
and wield it in your hand.
Yes.
I want you to roll for will save. The rest of you, still shocked by this turn of event, didn't realize that Kairos ran straight for the obelisk and took the orb for himself.
30.
30
What was going on?
voices seeps into your mind.
I just want Reese to come back.
Then the voice changed. And from your own perspective, this hand that is only a bone, but the hand itself is a glowing hand that touches your shoulder. As it caresses your shoulder.
Hopefully Reese will come back.
Can I cast it like Kairos and stuff?
Have any more?
Yes.
Roll for a second will save.
I cast
The
it
first
like
one was to prevent you from taking 5d6 damage if you're a good aligned character. The second one is a different story.
This one is not that good. It's a 25.
Still
So, first things first, Brexus, you managed to go after Aziza.
Picking up my lantern along the way,
it's on
Okay.
the ground, like touching the ground.
ping her
Her
up.
eye sockets are missed. She only has eye sockets, no eyeballs at all.
Yeah, restoration is not going to bring you back.
It's
Don't worry,
regen-
I can guide your
regeneration.
steps.
What's happening?
The thing has died.
Kairos. Do not touch.
What happened?
What about Prim?
I hear Kairos saying something.
I will just wake up.
What is Torwin? Caitlin, you woke up.
I remember trying to calm my party members.
Restrained.
You thought that Xadlios is a very reasonable person, that you would listen to.
So I remember that I followed every order.
Yes.
I fall down on my knees and
Guilty. Very guilty.
guilty lah, because I tried. I'm just like I won't do anything.
No,
I'll
none of
just
us noticed.
Because we are busy with the
Busy
song
Kairos
Kairos.
leading towards the orb.
He's already wielding.
I actually want to approach Kairos.
Before you approach, it's time for me to unwield this.
Hey,
can finally
start
change.
putting on the Book of Wild Darkness now.
Can finally change my character's personality.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I was waiting to change him into a lawful good character.
Traumatized event means in that.
25, right? You as you wield that orb to gain that power. In your desperate attempt to wanting to bring Reese back, you believe that wielding such power will grant you that you need more power, that you need to save Reese, that you need all of the regalia, and you know where's the other piece in the church, and you know Prim would know where it is located.
What about the other one, the scepter?
You have no idea, but you know the crown is there. You are being influenced that a singular object is not sufficient, but more objects grant you more power. By wielding the crown gives you immense power.
But that's just what he believes will bring this back, right?
That's what you believe.
He's going to go.
You
Yeah.
what? Go what?
He's going to go.
You can, however.
Go towards Reese side.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to just grab Reese dead body.
You grab Reese's dead body. But how? When your one hand is wielding the arm, you don't have another hand.
He's going to. Yeah, he's just gonna just hold.
Is Ligor awake?
No, Ligor's
Ligor-
slow.
They're still
Stone, stone.
Babe,
Damn it.
we need restoration.
Restoration does not help.
It's like-
Because
Just all like this, he's just gonna grab like that.
Okay.
Wait, God, can you lead me to Negro?
Lead you to Nico.
Ligor and Spoon.
Yep. Roll guide hand.
Okay,
Rexes guide you to what you believe are the two
I'll cast Remove Curse on Negro.
does not work.
Doesn't work.
Is Xadlios still there?
I go to Ligor as well.
You want to call him out? You don't know him the whole time. He has been silent the entire time.
Xadlios, are you there?
At this point, you will not let go of the orb. Anyone try to separate you from your orb, you will react violently.
Okay.
Also, whatever effect comes to you will come in time. So, you pick yourselves up. Suddenly there's a reaction coming towards from the open obelisk. Each separated four pieces began to spark in electrical energy towards its tips. You hear gear clanking sounds and the podium began to slowly slide down, leaving a hole in the center of the obelisk base. Next, another podium rises up, but contains a large black sphere that sparks with electrical energy. The black sphere releases a massive lightning that shoots out 30 feet away from the obelisk location, behind the obelisk, creating a circular hook that's 20 foot in diameter. The edges of the hook is made of bright electrical energy. But right at the center, it looks like you're looking at the surface of a swaying water with an image inside.
Okay, what is the image that we see?
Huh?
It's like a swaying water, right?
It's like a imagery.
Okay. I call out to the rest. I think this is the exit. Better bring what?
Is treasures petrified with the rock?
You're not sure, huh? You're stone.
The rocks turn to
Yes.
stone.
You have a hitchhiker.
Do I need to roll a certain knowledge to know whether how to break the stone? Is there Arcana?
Either Arcana or religion.
Roll for
Kind
Arcana.
of a religion to check out the breaks.
No, mostly Arcana
You
anyway.
mean like petrification?
Yeah.
21.
Arcana.
Yeah.
You need stone to flesh spell.
Oh.
But you have to make sure that the statue remains intact.
How heavy are these statues?
About the same weight as the
Intellectual.
crackers were.
Okay.
Stone to flesh.
5 kg.
35 kg. 85.
Oh.
We can't leave them behind like this.
Yes, I'm
Not
sure.
like this.
I'm sure there's.
No one seemed to worry about Kairos holding that object that is now glowing in red flames.
Kairos, are you holding the regalia?
Kairos, remember what we
His
said about
hand.
holding the...
His hand by the obelisk is glowing in red flames.
Wait, Reese is dead?
He is just hugging Reese.
So
Reese.
Kairos is there right now?
Yeah.
Whatever the orc speaks to you, do not listen.
I believe the
Because
church,
once influenced me as well.
the church should be capable to bring him
Yes.
back.
If we bring back our dead quick enough, I've heard priests or clerics can bring people back.
But
from
we
the
have to preserve his body.
How do we preserve his body?
Does anyone have a sack?
I have 2 large sack.
How big can the sack stretch?
Pass me the sack, please.
It's meant to carry
Can I
the
have
dragon
the sack,
treasure.
please?
Yes.
Should be able to carry. Suppose put a
Can you
spore.
please put the orb in the sack? No one should be touching it. Just like the last time.
You cannot,
Kairos is just
gender
holding
repose.
you will not let go of
Wait a
the
minute,
orb.
you're already touching the orb.
Gender repose.
You
Kairos,
have
look at
this,
me.
you have the personality that anyone touches your arm, you will kill them
Kairos
with
says,
no
"Don't
hesitation.
come close to me."
Kairos, let go of the orb. Drop it to the side.
Do not listen to
Caitlin
what
is
the
like,
orb says.
what's happening
It
right now?
speaks of lies.
Roll for
tricks.
will save, otherwise you attack him.
22.
Eldritch Blast on him, please.
One ray.
Range touch attack.
24.
I know it hits you, your touch AC is not that high. Roll for damage.
Where is Kairos?
15.
You took 15 damage as you try to
Negative
control
4 now.
Kairos!
You see Kairos immediately blast
Do not touch the orb.
Kairos,
Prim
what
as
is
Prim
doing?
immediately falls to her death,
I cure
dying.
Can I-
modern wounds on film.
Can I try to go ahead?
Become modern wounds on film. 19
Or
hit point. Instantly
So-
run towards.
you recall,
50.
you will notice whatever is that electrical surge being displayed behind the obelisk starts to shrink.
Kairos grabs Reese's body and teleports over towards the portal.
Okay.
So we need to move.
Must move.
Start.
Carry the statue.
No,
in the
guiding us.
Okay. So
Kairos-
Cannot hold it.
No,
Time
no.
is running
no,
short.
I want to know. So he's here, and I
Okay.
saw from here. Can I see him attacking Prim?
Yes.
Okay, then I know he's not right in the head. So I want to try to knock him out. Can I? Can I?
You already used a dimension door. He's already heading towards the.
So I'm here.
Dimension 40 feet.
Over here. Oh, can I reach him?
Take charge.
You see Kairos, you're entering the portal.
He turns around and then he sees that they are trying to
You'll notice that Colin is chasing after you.
But you also realize that Nigo is also like stone.
I'm trying to.
At this point, you do not care anyone else except for Reese.
Yeah, the thing made you selfish.
Yeah. He turns around and then
Disappears into the portal.
he goes
Make
to
your
the,
decision quick, or I make it for you.
he'll go back to the
Grim, we need to carry Nigok and Spool out
he'll go
of
back
here.
to the group.
And you carry
You
Nigo.
have to make a
I'll
will
help you
save.
carry. I'll carry Spool. Come, hurry, let's carry Spool out. We'll deal with Kairos later.
It's 15.
You need
You
help.
walk into the portal.
Oh, okay. Okay, guess I can't do anything.
Carry Nigo.
The portal starts to shrink.
Rexus grabs
We
Aziz's hand
cannot
and start
leave
running
Kairos
for the
out of our
portal.
sight. We must
What
go
about,
now.
what about Spoo and Lee?
What about the rest? I'm grabbing Aziz's hand and
Igor.
running. Me and Mari carrying Spool body.
I
We're
help
like-
to carry Nigok then.
Okay.
So he's gone. He's gone already.
Yep.
Alright. Alright, so I guess I'll just go through.
I'll go through.
So you carry Nigok, I carry Spool.
I'll go through the portal as
Both,
well.
both stone. Me and Mari together we carry
Cannot lose Kairos out of our sight. I think the regalia has taken over. Taken over him.
think you can help carry Nigok.
Yeah, I can help. I can
Who's
help.
carrying-
I
who's
can help.
I'm carrying Spool, me and
Caitlyn.
Mari carrying Spool out.
Yeah, I'm helping Caitlyn carry Nigo.
Okay, okay.
No, Cream is carrying Nigok.
Oh, I'll help Prim carry Nigo.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're running to the one together.
First things first.
Okay.
Kairos, when you open your eyes, you find yourself still holding onto the dead body of Reese with your one hand, still gripping onto the arm. When you open your eyes, you find yourself under the dwarven mines that you came before. Looking behind you, the magical portal starts to shrink, and you can see the whole group of them are chasing after you. But at this point, you can see that on the other side of the chamber, you see Strelic on the other side, his voice yelling out to you, "You're back! What happened to you? Where's the rest?"
He just turns a bit to the back.
Well, what happened?
We got the artifact.
Your friends are in there.
They're coming up.
Roll for another will save.
Oh, it's 31.
Okay. So, what do you want to do? You know that they're gonna pry off that orb from you. You also have a priority to wanting to save Rex.
Yeah. He's going to ask Riddick, do you have any priests around here who can help revive the dead?
Aurelio will be able to do so.
Can you please help? And he showed Reese.
Should we not wait for your friends?
Is
I'll go back
reviving
for
the
them.
dead?
Revive date is a 7.
And then he hands him
Is it?
the
Best action. It's better.
And he turns around.
Is it?
Fifth
to
level? No,
look at
it's a
the
good spell.
others.
It's actually
It's a good save.
Fifth level.
Are they
Reese
coming through?
Yes.
That one is even.
Isn't that
He,
resurrection?
Resurrection is
I guess
higher
he'll just go
than
with
the
straight
true
into the
one.
priest.
Does that mean we can revive
Okay.
any dead party member?
But
if
he'll
we
try
have
to
the
hide
means
the
to?
orb.
But waste date sounds like undead.
You've surely already seen the orb.
Living dead is the one.
Yeah, but
that
like
is
he'll try to hide
Living dead is
after,
the lowest one.
like
It's
before
weird.
they
It's
get
very
out.
weird.
No, if I didn't care.
Where are you hiding the orb? There is no way in hell that the orb is leaving your hand at this point.
Okay.
So just put it in the pocket.
You can't leave that
Can let go.
How
He's had
big
to
is the
move
orb?
it.
6-inch diameter.
6-inch diameter. So
Weapon
you
leaf.
can actually
Weapon
sort of
leaf
fit
is-
in the pouch
Weapon
and
if it
still
lets
hold
go.
it, right?
You cannot let go of the orb.
Yeah, you
Cannot.
can still
Hear what he's saying.
hold it
Cannot let go.
while putting it like this.
Like it's like
Yeah.
glued to his
Yeah.
arm. Glued to his hand.
The rest of you walk
This
through
way.
this portal, finding yourself in the Dwarven Mines where Strelic seizes the rest of you.
Where is Kairos?
You can see that Strelic is standing next to Kairos.
Because it's like holding Reese's body.
We need help. Okay, we're all carrying stone. Me and Mari carrying stone out
Kairos,
of the
stop
portal.
from there. Come back here now.
Garrus just looks at you like, I'm not running away.
Kairos, you
Yeah,
need
like
Just
carrying
do
me got
not
all
try to
nothing.
take the orb from me before I hurt any of you.
to already points his blade at you. Kairos put down the orb.
Strengthening you, go for will save.
Oh boy.
It's 20.
He
Go
refused
for
that.
reach touch attack, aim for Torwin with Eldritch Blast. You can use Spell Blast if you want, as long as you can kill him.
If-
Does
Yeah.
15 hit your touch AC?
Yes.
Ngum ngum.
Yes. Ngam
Roll for damage.
hit me.
When this happens, when most of us are out of the portal, right? Seven.
You're already in the Dwarven Mines.
Everybody's
And the
out.
moment that Prim and Torwin tries to talk
11.
to
11.
Kairos,
11
especially
damage.
with Torwin trying to threaten Kairos, Kairos immediately launched another Eldritch Blast. Shrilik sees it, what the hell is going on here?
Being possessed,
He
I
is,
think.
he is enthralled by the evil orb.
Let's knock him out.
What's the damage you do?
11.
He's dangerous now.
Restrain, Kairos.
Just say.
You have your full attack, you can do a second attack.
Suppose. Alright, that's it. It's a 28.
Roll for another one. A second Eldritch Blast launches onto you.
21.
Please. I grab
Minus-
strength.
Second one.
We need
Sorry.
to find way to break
11
it.
plus
Lucky-
28.
I think only
Yeah,
we-
you're lucky.
That's fine.
9,
So-
20 damage.
No,
20.
20 damage.
Carry can.
11,
Somebody
28.
has to revive me
No,
now.
no, 11 and 9. 11 and 9. Total
Kairos
20.
just says very calmly, I told you, if you do not go for the orb, I will not harm any of you.
Let Kairos hold on to the orb.
We should comply for now. We should comply. There's no need. We have
First, we may see to Reese being revived.
Then we talk about the orb.
Yes.
Yes. And then we need to get
Revive Reeves first.
revive Reese, and then we need to
Sex motive. See if he's intending to kill me, right? With that blast.
It's pretty sure that
Okay.
he's intended
Okay,
to
full
kill you.
attack.
He already told you a lot of times.
Full attack.
Full attack on Kairos.
Kairos.
Okay.
So
How much Kairos has in hit points? I
Uh,
know there's only a handful.
At that time, can
17.
I also charge and try and grapple Kairos?
okay,
You
first,
can, but Torwin will.
After
Yes.
first attack. Plus 12. 9. It is
21.
21.
Doesn't hit.
AC 22.
Okay. 14 plus 12, 26.
Hits.
That heck.
Plus 9 plus 9,
Torwin immediately flail
plus
onto
9. 27.
Kairos using the rapier. How many attacks hit?
2 attacks. Third attack is 27.
Fourth?
9. 20.
So 2 attack hits, roll for damage.
Sorry.
You now know that Torwin is intending to cause you harm.
So I'm wearing my gauntlets, so it's 1d6 plus 4. So plus 8.
My area attack is minus 3.
5, 6,
That's
8. So
That's 19.
19.
19 total.
Yeah, total. So minus what?
Minus 3.
Minus 3, so 16.
16.
16
He
damage.
still has 1.
1 each
Then
point.
Kairos will activate his fast healing.
Okay.
You want to tackle?
I want to tackle Kairos while yelling out something. Kairos, snap out of it. We will resurrect Reese. Drop the orb.
The voices tells you.
You can hear me like yelling, knock him out!
Judge.
What's the rest of you doing anyway?
I'm-
You're watching Torwin and Prim as trying to.
Can I
Talking
try to
doesn't work.
disarm the orb from Kairos? Is it possible?
I'm going into
Everyone is in
non-lethal
front
gown.
of it. You cannot actually reach front.
I'm trying to put this statue next to it. I'm trying to put this hot statue because we
Put him
Like
26 and then shoot.
Although the orb
We'll
speaks
put
our
25
lies,
and shoot.
remember
Yeah.
But
the Lord evil.
if it can help me to save Reese, I will do it.
We will help you save Reese.
21.
we have a
Roll
cleric
for
that can
damage,
save Reese.
including your skirmish.
You do not need the orb. You do
Going
not
to
need
Kairos.
foul power to help
Whatever
you.
Prim is telling you, you refuse to believe at this point.
Ooh, okay.
How many hit points does Kairos have left?
2.
You're gonna murder Kairos.
Yeah, he's
Ouch.
Cannot.
What's
Okay.
the total?
What? It's 12.
18. Eh, no, what 18? This is 8, 20.
Yes, damage reduction. So
How much
Same
do you
thing.
have?
Yes, 2.
Kairos is dead.
What? You killed?
oh,
Yes. She used skirmish.
oh,
What happened?
As you're all trying to talk sense to Kairos,
And the arrow just.
And Garrus is
Dead.
dying.
and Caitlin just moved about 20 feet and knocked an arrow, and the arrow just stuck straight into Kairos' forehead, immediately killing him.
What
just murdered our countryman.
You just murdered our party member.
Strelix says, "What is going on?" and immediately charges towards you.
Hold on, the orb is. The orb is.
Sack.
The orb makes kind of that way. Hold on,
We just
Shirley.
I wrap the orb around. Like no,
Make a
Kairos,
real
no.
safe. The sack does not help you.
Fuck.
You are tainted no matter what you're saying. What's your AC?
24.
I told you, it's not gonna help.
Man, mom.
I got touched of it.
This is messed up, bro.
I can use Mage Hand on the orb.
Oh man.
AC is 21.
Really?
24.
Mage Hand
You can try.
Oh shit.
I can use Mage Hand on it.
23.
Hits you.
Shit. 23.
You're wielding the orb.
Strelix, stop.
You have bigger problem now. Him is wielding the orb. You took 10 damage as Strelix strikes onto you.
Okay.
You're holding out.
Yeah.
Alright, I move on to you, and
Strelix is combating with Caitlin.
that's my.
Second attack. Hits.
Can
Everyone
I say
So now
this?
15 damage.
Plus your will save?
people.
I'm not sure about that.
Natural
A lot of
19.
madness is happening.
Can I try to? Like,
You take 10 damage. What's your hit point?
What happened to Cairo? I don't hear you
35.
anymore.
So
I
35.
might or might not be dead.
6.
I want to
What do you mean
Strelix.
might not be dead? Please, explain.
okay.
You see Strelix is really chopping down.
I stop Strelix. Strelix, stop! Stop! I try to hold his back. Strelix,
He
please
will
stop!
smack you. The moment you touch him, boom.
Oh, shit.
AC is how much?
Since my shield of faith is still the 21.
Your shield of fame. 21.
Yeah.
Still hits you. You took full damage of 12. I just smack onto you and you touch them.
I think I fly. I fly in the corner.
You feel your will save.
Uh-huh.
And then you hear the voice.
It's the same voice.
Welcome back. Tense.
Your words will not come past me.
You're too late. You belong to me.
Stop! Still a kind of something so deep.
And now you have a task. You have a task.
No, what you say is always treacherous.
Just to me. Your friends are dead or turned to stone.
You,
Turn on each other.
you made my friends kill Kairos.
And I can make you kill Ishimaru.
Stop, everybody!
Charge for towards Ishimaru and do your attack.
Can I?
Everyone!
Can I?
You feel your will save. It's too late
God
already.
damn it.
It's impossible to intercept him. Can I?
I don't know. You don't know that Prim is affected or not until you charge.
Everyone
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Charge
What
attack.
does Caitlin want to do? As you're being railed against Skrillex.
Tumble backwards. Tumble away from him.
Okay.
Mess.
Full 20 feet.
Guys, it's going to be.
Everyone's attacking each other.
So that's 17.
Okay. You managed to tumble away. Anything else?
Ah.
That's it.
I rolled 2.
Oh no.
What's your AC?
I double moved then.
21.
Okay.
Full.
Uh,
40 feet.
11 plus 2, 13, 15.
Base.
I want to heal myself.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
With a charge bonus?
Yeah.
Okay.
I zoop one side to the wall.
The moment you get smacked by Skrillex shield, Caitlin rolled away, and then Prim charges towards you, but failed to hit you.
Going into
Stop,
grapple
what are you
Prim.
doing?
I'm gonna heal myself.
I
Restrain me. I.
You have a +4 to your wisdom.
Wake up, Prim!
Wake up, Prim!
Kills is
This is
gonna
not
go
the time for this.
Me and
grapple
Vector's
Prim.
restrain Prim. I think.
Kairos,
Restrain me now!
death, you are going to hell.
What?
You are going to hell.
I kill says not myself.
Okay.
Me and Vector's.
I go to Prim and try to disarm her
14.
from the orb.
Restraining.
Restrain as well. Who's restraining? Me.
Me.
Who will be the? Is there a main one?
If you're gonna restrain Prim by removing the orb,
I'm gonna just hold
No,
on
you're
to
gonna
the-
hold her, hold
first
Prim
things
down.
first, you managed. Roll for another will save. I want to see.
See the new bonus, right?
No, not with
the counter three?
Oh yeah, the bonus.
Commentary. I don't think so.
It's 5, 7.
7.
Yeah.
You immediately took 5d6 damage as the orb hurts you.
I died. 6.
How much hit point you have
I
left?
have 15 left.
15 left.
5d6.
Shit.
Is Brexit still here or is he gone?
No,
He's-
he's let
can
go. He's
see
gone off to
Prim
try to.
starts to slowly look like
Moving
pale.
forward.
Can I kill him?
Just stand where you are. Stand where you are. Don't touch anything.
You took 13 damage.
Oh, okay.
Still up.
Still alive.
Stop me up, guys.
Roll a second music.
Please don't die.
Please don't die. Holding you again.
Who's touching the orb?
No.
Nobody.
Yeah.
You want to disarm.
Yeah.
Then who's touching the orb?
Shit.
Let me hold it up.
No.
No one-
No
nobody
one touches the orb.
Nobody touched the
I can't
orb.
see, I cannot
You
do
want to
Don't
disarm.
move.
Who's
Yeah.
touching the orb?
Who wants to disarm it?
Let me
Who's
do it.
disarming it?
I will disarm
You're
it.
blind. You can't even see.
Go stand where you are. Keep your hands to
I
yourself.
will disarm it. I'll disarm it.
Okay.
Why you not let the light
4 plus
You don't need to use your hands.
9 18.
What do you think about this situation?
To disarm.
Yeah.
What do you think about this situation?
Roll for oppose.
Smash the orb.
Hey, why not?
Destroy the orb.
Oh, in that, imagine like the fun scene about bestow the ring. Oh, doesn't bestow.
Pose is grapple, right?
No, not grapple. Base attack bonus plus your strength.
That's a 19.
How much do you roll?
18.
You cannot disarm it, but Prim immediately dies.
Oh.
She falls to her death. Prim's soul goes down to hell.
Prim's not breathing! Did the off like roll off my head or something?
Yes, rolls off.
Nobody touched that orb! And I tried to check on Prim.
Strelek chases after you.
Okay.
Charge attack.
I'm 60 feet away, no?
Yeah, charge
Okay.
attack.
So who else? Who's the last person in the room? Dave.
Natural 18.
One.
You!
Me.
Me.
You're all too busy with the orb. You did not realize that Strelek is still going after Caitlin.
Only the
Strength.
Diplomacy.
see anything.
I'm too busy with his
And you
spells.
got 11 damage as the axe slam onto you.
I'm at -5.
Then chops you off.
I'm dead.
No.
Prim is dead!
Garth is like, and he's deaf, he's like hugging onto Reese.
Tawin looks at you. I'm going to destroy it.
Destroy! Do it! Just do it!
So I'm gonna full attack on the orb.
Are you
Okay.
gonna
Roll your attack.
I was serving light the orb also. Like,
Who's gonna attack the orb first?
I can't attack the
I
orb
got
if
my
I
magic
attack
shield.
you.
One,
I'm using range.
2,
Okay.
3.
I'll
I can see shit.
Okay. Full attack.
Hey, shit hit the fan!
25.
It
First
goes
one.
down.
First one 25.
Escalating.
Second one is 21. Second
Okay.
21.
But the problem is, the moment you try to hit it, you also make it bounce off.
Okay, that was stupid of me.
Roll your first damage.
Second one is 20.
It's like trying to poke on a nuclear reactor.
Excuse me.
You realize what you're doing?
Have you guys not watched Lord of the
No,
Rings?
no. Continue. Roll for damage.
I've done it, I might as well go through.
Crossing the brutes, doing brute things.
4 plus 4, 8.
Poke it.
Oh shit.
Okay, I realize that's a stupid idea. So
Can I
stop
cast
it.
Mage Hand on to Jedi power the orb?
It immediately cancels your magic. And then floats.
Darwin looks at it.
Nobody touches the
What?
orb.
You did this!
No,
Oh, my friends!
Hold on, we need to get them from safety first. Where's Strelix?
Strelix is chopping
Strelix!
Caitlin's body into pieces.
Oh my
I
god.
think Square is also kind of a little bit experienced by madness.
Riddle?
Her body is in pieces.
I think Square is kind of mad as well.
Butchering body.
The guts? Is he a...
No.
He's the only one
It's only
that
him.
escorted us.
Blind.
When he
Blind.
escorted
It's
us
only
before
3 of
everything.
us.
No, you got correct.
Oh yeah, I see.
I cannot do anything. I cannot touch the orb.
Correct! Get Strelix to stop!
I want the 5 of you to make real safe.
Oh, everyone's gonna.
5, 6, 7, 8.
No,
8 plus 16, 20. 24.
31.
7,
21.
7, 7.
33.
24.
Owen, in your anger, you blame the orb for causing all this.
Yeah,
You know that poking the orb is not going to be enough.
yeah.
You wanted to grab the orb by your bare hand and try to smash it.
Ah, that was even dumber.
Okay.
You grab the orb, despite telling the rest not to take the orb. I want you to make a real save, because this is the damage when you're all good aligned.
5 and 6.
Stop!
So, this is will save, right?
This can
You can see the power.
It's
Ah,
only,
okay.
it's only one room, right?
18
Yes.
plus
Okay, now
I'll heal myself.
so,
Yeah.
25.
No, we
25.
are out the door already. The other one.
so this is just open area.
Yes, open my area.
25.
There's only one.
Yes.
Heal series wound now. So.
Oh, you lost 2,000 EXP. You lost 2,000 EXP. You do not take the damage,
Okay.
but you also lose 2,000 EXP.
Oh, the
Yeah,
thing
Whoa.
drain.
because there's a EXP penalty as well.
For
For
touching
taking.
it.
Yeah.
For wielding the orb.
I'm gonna do the heal series thing myself.
You can hear the voice telling you, you know, I rely on the dwarves to save your friend. And you can do it yourself with the power of the Reaper.
Don't let go of the orb.
What?
But you have to kill the one that is screaming at you. That bitch Ishimaro. Kill the bitch.
No. You.
You cannot say no. You belong to me. Roll for full attack on Ishimaru.
Okay, I can't do shit.
Can I saving like the shit out of him?
Yeah, you can.
Oh man.
No way! The moment I see him coming with me, the rapier.
Oh man, this is gonna hurt.
Excuse me, sir, you have a license for that?
Oh wait, I haven't rolled yet.
Huh?
I haven't rolled my. Let me roll first. Sorry. So first one is 14. Second one is a 1, so I dropped 1 sword, I think.
Okay.
So I only have
One more attack.
1 more attack. 14, 1, and 21.
What's your AC?
My AC is 21.
Hits.
Your
One
first
hit.
attack is how much?
14, 1, 21.
So the
Just
third
roll.
attack hits. Roll
Okay.
for damage.
This roll 1. Oh, okay, not bad. 6.
You took 6 damage as Towin stabs onto you.
Can I serving like the orb from his hand?
You do realize when I said that when you use your mage hand, it cancels your magic.
Oh shit. Can
What did you do to attack?
I hold on.
What's this Braxis and Korak doing? What is Aziza? Aziza is
Full attack
I heard
again.
people are
No,
screaming.
can I hold his rapier? in
No,
blood?
it's
Like,
like informing.
can I hold his hand from holding
So,
the rapier?
The
And you
orb
guys
is
let me
get
grab.
an opportunity.
orb is
So I
controlling
have
each
1
other.
sword,
I think
so I only
it's
can
best to
attack
let me grab
once.
because
Yeah. No,
I have either
2.
one.
2 times.
And I'm
Alright.
blind.
Roll
But
strike.
first things first, attack opportunity as you try to grab your sword, grab your rapier.
Okay, so plus
31.
12 plus 14.
Hold on. Question. He's holding the orb, right? How is he attacking 4 times? And if he
Then,
already dropped one, drop
Then
the
the
sword.
other only one attack hits now.
And he rolled a 1 just now, so the shot, so he doesn't have a sword. Right?
Oh, then the third attack miss.
No, then no attack then.
Okay, good. In a way.
I was thinking
So
like
I only have the orb now.
Mm-hmm.
So do I grapple him?
You want to grab
No.
the orb from him.
You touch him.
It's up to you. You can strangle him to death. Strangle her to death.
Opposing grapple you. I'm gonna grapple you.
What is Braxis and Korak doing? Before I
Guiding-
escalate this
I'm
much
guiding
more further.
Aziza.
If you do not do anything, I will escalate this even further.
I'm bringing Aziza to the orb.
I asked
I
Mari.
will
One by one.
Yeah.
What is Braxis doing?
Guiding Aziza to the orb, hoping a cleric might be able to
Something.
call him.
Do what?
Not sure. I'm a fighter. Aziza, can you call upon your god?
Pass the
Solve the
responsibility.
orb.
Now, you know, I'm just do what I do. So
What is Korak doing?
Oh,
I'll disarm the orb from
Okay.
So you're touching the orb.
yeah.
Oh man, everyone's
Oh,
touching
wow.
the orb.
Everyone is losing EX.
14 plus
2000 XP gone, eh?
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
14
edit
plus
later.
14 plus 9 23.
23. Roll to oppose. Your base attack bonus plus your strength modifier. Or your dex modifier since you have finesse.
Oh, no. So, can I choose to plus my strength modifier?
No.
Sorry. So plus 30. Total plus 14. 16.
Total?
16.
What is correct?
23.
You
Okay.
managed to disarm it. Roll for will save.
My will is 5, 6, 7. 7 plus 2.
9.
No, 9. I take damage.
You lose 2000 XP. And you take shit ton of damage too.
Oh no.
You take 21 damage.
How much will
49 minus 21,
28.
28.
The influence of the orb tells you kill the half elf.
Rexus is guiding Aziza towards the orb.
Okay.
Roll for a full attack on the forward.
I do remember when the orb controlled me, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I scream at him. Stop! It's controlling you.
Hold him down.
What is Rexus and Aziza doing?
I'm bringing Aziza close to.
You already said that a lot of times.
Okay,
What
so
are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
do?
tackle him then.
What?
Net
I'm
20.
gonna grapple.
Roll for check for critical.
Oh man.
Oh wait, how do I check for critical?
Roll
Yes,
roll
roll
attack.
it.
Roll
roll
attack,
again.
yeah.
7.
No,
Okay,
no,
okay,
no.
Wait.
critical.
Wait, it's total 7 or 7 plus
7
1?
plus 4.
No,
Seven.
critical but auto hit. Second attack.
Second attack. 2. 2 plus 4. 6.
Second attack does not hit, but your first attack hits. D8 plus your whatever.
D8 plus 1.
Correct is
8.
striking.
8 damage.
You took 8 damage as he punched you.
Okay. I
Restrain him. We need to let the king know. We need help.
Going to grapple Korak.
We need
Okay.
something to restrain the orb.
the only way is to destroy the
plus
orb.
10.
Correct, you
14.
get an attack opportunity.
Okay.
Roll to attack.
20.
yeah, you're grabbing.
20.
You're grabbing.
What's your AC, Braxis? 20
My
something,
AC
right?
is 25.
Oh, even with the base attack bonus, 24 only.
But you rolled net 20, so.
Oh, it still
auto
hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then roll for attack.
Focus.
Roll for damage.
Over for damage.
Minus 4.
3.
Maybe.
Braxis, you took 3 damage.
Can I do this? I want to focus on. I believe it's his right hand holding the orb.
Left hand.
Left hand. Okay, so I want to slice off his hand.
Your rapier cannot slice off the hand.
Yeah,
So it's
that's
stabbing.
it.
It's a stabbing weapon.
Ah.
So, opposed grapple.
I stab.
Opposed grapple.
Braxis, you already rolled for
Yup,
melee
that
touch
was
attack.
7 plus. That was 7 plus 10, 17.
This is a melee touch attack.
Oh no, just now I rolled 2.
20.
Grapple.
Yeah,
This is grapple or melee touch attack?
grapple.
What's your melee touch attack?
Mean touch attack was 17.
So, grapple, how much?
Grapple. 6 plus 10, 16.
What's your grab?
20.
You cannot hold him down and Korak is still holding that.
Assist him.
Cannot.
Okay, I'll grapple him as well then.
Okay.
This is madness. 18. 19, sorry, 19.
Do I still need to
Plus
roll
my,
again?
plus my gloves.
Roll
19.
for another grapple check.
19.
11.
You're being held down.
Okay,
What is Ishimaru doing? What is Aziza doing?
someone needs to take the orb off.
We need to inform the king to get help. The time-
There's no time.
How are we gonna have the orb? I'm holding.
What are you going to do before I escalate this even further?
Take the orb and throw it!
to the lava.
There's no
What
such thing.
lava?
It's not
Shit,
lava.
lava.
That's
It's
not
a mine,
lava.
you're in a mine.
You're in the
Yeah,
mine.
You're in
so
the
I-
mines.
Throw it far away.
You know once you pick it up, you can't throw it.
Yeah, you know, the more you pick it up, you can't throw.
Yeah, Ajita is gonna volunteer to grab it.
I'm gonna take my wakizashi.
Chop his hand.
What?
Chop his hand off.
I take out my wakizashi.
No, you
Okay.
I'm trying to
chop his
chop
hand.
the fingers, chop the hand,
You can't chop the fingers, but you can try to chop the hand. You have to roll a strength check.
chop the hand straight.
I'm already holding him now.
19.
Slice right off.
I'm sorry.
There goes all my weapons.
Then I cure wounds to hold. I
Kicks
could actually cure
Kicks it.
whatever wounds on your hand to stop the bleeding.
Guide me to the orb.
And grab Aziza.
No, wait,
No,
wait.
stop!
I kicked the
I'm
orb.
blind, I cannot do
How far?
anything.
I
If
kicked the orb.
even if I
How far did I
refuse.
kick it?
This is a room, right?
How far do you want to kick it?
As far as I can. As high as I can.
How far does it?
Roll for strength check.
Strength. Just my strength modifier. Plus 2. 12.
You kick it about 30 feet away.
Even original.
I cure whatever wounds on your hand. I'm so sorry.
The influence, correct. You do not feel the influence of the orb.
Is Skrillex around?
I talked to
What?
her.
Strategic is
Still like.
22.
Still
consuming Xadlios' flesh.
Oh wow!
What?
Alright.
22.
I
He's
just say
totally.
40.
He's
Our objective is to
consuming
bring
as
back the
eating.
orb to the
Max rate.
church. If we don't grab the orb, then how else are we gonna bring it back?
The orb influences people while they are nearby. We go
can't-
now.
we can't
leave,
hold it.
We leave now.
If we hold
Start
it,
guiding us.
Even
back
if
to
we
the city.
leave it here, what happens if
They
the
might have
sorcerer-
better clerics to take.
Two of you make a will save as you argue with them.
Is your mind effective or not?
Yes, it's my effect.
Okay.
Can you guys hold on here? I'll go get the help from the
19.
king.
So
29.
29. You do not get affected, but Brexis, you need to get the orb to safety. You need to get the orb. You see Brexis running towards the orb.
chase after him.
Chase up the Rexus.
And I want to grab the orb by myself. I don't care really.
Roll for will save.
I roll for will save.
I asked Mari to get help from the king.
How?
Mari
She's not even from this place.
Shit. I'm gonna run to the king with Mari to go and get help.
How? You don't even know how to get back up.
But we know to come down.
And how to get back to this fortress. You're an outsider.
Frustrating.
One question.
Australian's mad.
Australia is
Is
mad.
it possible
Just
for
try
me to speak to the
He's
orb
eating the.
before I
Yeah, just try sitting.
roll
Just try.
for will save?
You can try.
Okay. Listen, let's make a deal. I'll give myself to you, but spare my men, spare my friends.
Is this
What?
genuine?
I'm not done yet.
No.
What do you want from us? Let me know. I'll try my best. I just want my friends to be safe. Please.
Genuine words.
He just wants everyone to be safe right now. He doesn't care about himself.
I want you to make a real save. You're not touching it, but you are.
Yeah, I'm talking to the orb.
Brexis, you wanted to reach for the orb, but Owen gets there and try to talk to the orb.
26.
You realize at this point, everything you just witnessed, everything that you have just experienced, not what it seems. The orc complies and tells you that it is a deal. I spare your friends. I spare their lives. I spare their souls. In exchange for yours. And all you have to do is reunite me and my siblings.
I understand.
My siblings waiting for me in Gilding Falls.
Fine. As long as my friends are fine.
Take me to my sibling.
Throwing he
You belong to me. Prim belongs to the crown. Tolwyn belongs to the orb. They are separate individuals.
I got no choice. I had no choice.
Dun, dun, dun.
Stole it. Nice, gotcha.
Wow. At this point, yes, Reese is still dead. But Kairos is not dead. Caitlin is not dead. Prim is not dead. Korak's hand is still there.
Oh wow.
Is it all an illusion?
No,
Vivid time.
Strelick?
He's now has been alive.
Basically, everything after we step out from the portal.
We don't know anything, right?
What's a lie?
We don't know.
We did not.
We don't know.
At this point, you just realize
Tolwyn's holding the orb.
you just step out from the portal.
Quick, we need help. Nick got steel stone.
Kairos, the orb is no longer in your hand.
But am I still influenced? No.
Oh, yes.
Shit.
It's really,
But I don't know I'm still influenced, right?
you don't. Strelick seems confused, not sure what's going on.
I was
And
just
asks,
grabbing a
what's going on?
I don't know, but we need help. We
Please help Reese.
need to raise the dead and flesh to stone now. Quick. Everyone
Warrior
say-
can do this.
Let's
Follow me.
Quick.
Alright.
Alright.
Then
You hear, you go and you hear this voices. Reunite with my siblings and find my sister.
The way he goes silent, he does answer.
Prim, you hear the crown's voice.
It's different voice.
Different voice.
Cannot say.
Unite my brother. Find my sister.
I will, that I will. I'll keep you safe in the church.
Kairos, two voices comes to you.
Oh, two of them at
Oh,
once.
wow.
Oh, he has the best.
You belong to us forever
And ever. Unite
with our sister.
all will be
Ours. So, you
We don't know anything. We just.
are being led out by Strelick. Strelick seems very confused at this point.
Kara has one arm, doesn't care, he just wants Reese to kill people.
I'm carrying me and Mari carrying spool, and then
There's one everyone to save.
me and Mari. I think
Then
Prim
me and Prim
holding
is carrying the
Nick
Gork.
holding stone.
Kara
that's the
asks,
purpose leading
where
me, I
is
assume.
the orb?
Yeah,
First
that's
things first.
Because
Well, you
orb-
can see that Tolwyn is wielding the orb.
I'm holding it.
And now
I
everyone is
will-
fine with Thorwyn taking an orb.
Hold on. Strelick leads you out of the cavernous chamber, then through the mine shafts. Finally reaching to the elevator shaft, to the elevator lobby. You wanted to tell said something about Torrin?
You want to say to everyone? Now everyone is okay with Robin taking the arm, but not when I was.
No.
Wait. What?
Why is this bias?
Dorian, he looks at it. We need to seal this.
Yes, indeed. We need to keep it in a chest.
Wait,
So
Silver did
no
not.
one has their hands on it.
Whatever it is, I
Let's
don't
not
care.
worry about
Let's
other-
revive this.
We must seal it.
As everybody entered into the contraption, he shuts the gate and pull the lever. As he said, you're still blind. Is someone still carrying?
Yeah, they got payment. Payment.
You don't remember.
Collects the carrying Nick. I'm carrying spool.
Right.
It's more of a confusing blur.
Do I
Me and
remember
Mami
getting
carrying spool.
shot?
It's like you fall asleep
Do
for a
I
second.
remember getting shot?
You do remember being struck down by David?
Step fall asleep for a minute. You see something green. The wake up.
Remember something caused you to die as you fall.
I remember being attacked by three.
You can remember the axe being chopped onto you multiple times, but everything else is just a blur.
How will he just eat the body? Suppose.
I was like,
This is a horror movie.
The elevator trembles and it slowly ascends upwards before finally reaching to the top. Skrillex slides open the gate and everyone exits out of the elevator as he leads you out of the building. Standing under the compound were 24 Dwarven soldiers who were patiently waiting for Skrillex's arrival. The moment they saw the gate guardian, they immediately salute him. Skrillex commands to escort him and the rest of you to return back to the fortress citadel. From there, the soldier surrounds you while the gate guardian leads the way. You begin traveling out of the mines district, walking through the familiar, desolate buildings and into the deeper part of the city before reaching to the fortress citadel. Upon arrival at the citadel gates, Skrillex gives the guards the command to allow entry, and they comply to open the gates for the group. You walk through the gates and enter into the tunnel before reaching to the stairs where you climb the 100 steps to reach to the lobby floor. From there, Skrillex leads you to the throne room as King Ultric is found, sitting in his throne chair, with Yorelio, the Moradin head priest, standing next to him. When he notices your incoming presence, he immediately set upwards, eagerly to hear your news. But a lot of you are quite traumatized by what just happened. Skrillex stops 20 feet in front of the king as he speaks out. Your Majesty, they have returned and bring news of our salvation. King Craigmore motions his hand towards the gate guardian and says, "At least, Skrillex," before he turns his attention towards you all and speaks. "Pray tell that you are here to deliver me news of salvation that we sorely needed."
What we really need is to revive our companions who have died.
We bought news. We have the op with us already. We will now need to leave. But first we need help. Three of our companions. One needs to be revived and two has been turned to stone.
Don't forget this lady here. Can you, Your Majesty, can you heal?
Who is this woman?
She is Caitlin. We found her doing the Underdark that she assisted. We lost our one friend of ours, but Caitlin helped us in the quest for this
you have a pouch, right?
regalia.
You have a pouch, right? Anti-sack.
Lies in the sack.
Now she
Doesn't that work? It works for me.
I can-
she's
I will allow Aurelio to provide his divine assistance to your fallen comrades. He motions Aurelio as the Dwarven head priest nods to comply with the answer. Yes, Your Majesty, by your command. The Dwarven head priest then walks towards your direction and starts to inspect your fallen party member. You desperately wanted Aurelio to revive Reese first as you bring his corpse over. Makes a few hand gestures and mutters to himself to perform his divine magical restoration and resurrection onto Reese. A glow seeps onto his hand, touches onto Reese's chest, and you can see this glow, this yellowish glow that seeps onto the Reese's chest. As it goes all as the glow flows all over his body. The next thing you see is Reese just starts coughing for air. Just desperately trying to cough
Ross
for air.
is just very shocked. It's like, Reese, are you? Is this real?
Reese seems confused. Why are we in the throne room? What happened?
Cuts.
What happened to your arm?
With what? Yeah.
What happened to your arm?
We'll explain all this later.
He's
Oh,
not
if
friend,
he
he's just
looks-
French.
While I put Spoo and
Your
Nikos.
leader goes towards to Spool and Nigor and casts stone to flesh. First on Nigor as the glow covers his entire statue. Nigor, your texture is returned back as you regain consciousness. You find yourself in the throne room. He went and touched Spool and does the same. Spoon's texture returned back to flesh.
I hug them both. One left,
Comes
one right.
towards to Aziza and touches the forehead. Your eyes regrow.
My wish is back.
Master
thank you.
Reese,
It's
How about
not
his hand?
done. As he goes towards to Kairos and touches the stomach to regrow that missing arm. But the sleeve was missing.
Karas bows.
Probably
Thank you.
looks at him and asks, is this some sort of miracle? I've never seen a dead person being revived. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank the
King
Nikos.
Kragmon says,
Bowing.
if you came all this way to bring that to us, to help us, this is the least we could do. So this is the accursed orb, it's the source for all the madness that caused to my people.
Yes.
You mentioned the name, called the Regalia,
Yes.
and there are people going after it.
Yes.
What is the Regalia? And who are the people going after this vile thing?
We know of a sorcerer.
The Regalia is a set of 3 evil artifacts.
All 3 of you hear the voices. Yes. Yes. 3 of us.
A set of 3 evil artifacts.
Karas don't remember selling swords with these guys. What is it?
So you already touch it, you feel your will safe.
I didn't touch the crown though.
No. You touch the orb.
Yeah, but not the crown.
No.
But why did the crown talk to you?
Because in Malhadi, you interacted with the entity.
Okay.
They are leak.
I suppose.
What do you want to say?
That's the main one.
Explain the artifact. This set of 3 evil artifacts. It was crafted long ago by an evil entity. They seek evil forces that seek to gather them and gain the power to rule the world. We are sent here. We are sent here by the Church of Hieronymus to acquire them and put them away for safekeeping.
This is distressing news to learn. So what of now? What do you plan to do with it? And what of my people? Will they recover?
If we get it off away from here, they will recover.
Then I rest easy knowing this. This accursed thing is out of my city. I've done a commendable action where even Marlow Stone Shield could. Night King Ultric, 5th generation of the Crackmore clan. Thank you all for your courageous help. It's thus the dwarves of Chamak. We owe you much for this. Strelic bows down. King Ultric snaps his fingers and the dwarven servant enters into the throne room and walks over next to his son. Then the king whispers to the servant and eventually the servant bows before leaving the throne room. A few minutes later, the several servants return as they deliver our weapons and armor racks that are kept with various exquisite pieces. The servant places all the items in front of you before they step back to stand on both sides next to the pillar. I know this is not much. Even reviving your friends is not enough. I hope this is more to make up for all that you have done for us. For your courageous actions by delivering us our salvation. You are given with the finest of our creation from within our armory. These weapons and armor forged within the flaming Red Sea within Boulder Mountains. Applying the special techniques that the dwarves in Chap would know. These are all well crafted, magically enchanted, and all yours for the taking. Wear them with pride. This is your badge of honor, for no one else outside of Chap have earned them such like yourselves. From here onwards, you have earned our respect, and you are one of us.
I bow down to.
There's all of these items are dwarven craft. As dwarven craft items, you also gain an additional +2 bonus to all saving throws towards the item being affected. So with the magical bonus plus the dwarven craft bonus,
Oh, okay.
they are much more durable and much more stronger. There's a dwarven craft small full plate with additional straps for easy wearing. Dwarven craft small heavy steel shield. Dwarven craft full plate with fast donning straps. Dwarven craft heavy steel shield. Dwarven craft mithril chain shirt. Dwarven craft heavy plate with fast donning straps. A Dwarven craft chain shirt. A Dwarven craft braces of armor. For the weapons, a Dwarven craft keen rapier. Oh, by the way, all this armor are +2.
Oh, wow.
A Dwarven craft flaming flail +1. The keen rapier is +1.
Okay.
A Dwarven craft small shocking lance +1. A Dwarven craft frost heavy mace +1. These are all yours to give you.
Sorry. For the armor, there's Dwarven Craft Mithril Chainmail and Dwarven Craft Mithril Chain Shirt.
I'll let you guys recall the things.
There's a Dwarven craft mithril chain shirt.
Okay.
And
Chainmail and
No,
chainmail.
and a chain shirt. A normal Dwarven craft chain shirt +2.
Is the chain shirt considered armor?
There is a mithril chain shirt.
And that's one normal
Okay.
chain shirt.
Yes.
Is the chain shirt considered armor?
Armor.
yes.
Light armor.
Armor.
Oh, then I
Before
cannot wear it.
There's also a
But you can
plate
wear the
armor.
braces. The braces.
There's no braces, right?
There is.
Yes.
Oh, there
There
is.
is a bracelet.
Oh,
As you are overwhelmed by the dwarves, like King Crackmore, reward to you all of these weapons are all specifically crafted within the city of Chap. And all are high value items. You sell them, and they know about it.
They'll find you and they'll kill you.
They will find you and will kill you.
Yeah, what's the
Who sell those weapons?
I'm taking the shield. The heavy shield is mine.
However,
Oh my god.
before we end this, there is still one interesting revelation. Let me drink a lot of water because this is going to get a lot of reading.
Can I ask I want to ask
No, not yet.
Yeah,
Not yet.
Can we have that?
It's not small request.
yeah, I got a request.
minus
Eric,
2000
Eric.
XP.
Makes you wonder, is reading remembers have that
So technically
flashes
you get
about
zero
it
to
Yeah, we got 0. Oh,
Okay,
negative.
clean.
Your
Just
XP penalty is not there anymore since you make the deal.
Oh, nice, yes.
Oh,
Fuck.
For him only or for the rest as well?
For the rest of them.
Yay.
Since your souls already belong to the Regalia.
Yay.
No, all three of you.
Who's the next one?
See,
The ground
I
put.
didn't soul. I
No,
didn't.
no, there's
I
one more
didn't
people
agree
that
to selling my
grab the
soul.
You touched the crown before and now you touch the
Meanwhile,
I touched the crown.
there's an army of 10,000 strong that came from the northern part of Etrio. They have been marching on the snow-covered ground of Bowroot Mountains for many days, and their destination is set towards to the gates of Chamac. After their long, anguished journey, they finally arrive, standing at 100 feet away from the city gates. They are heavily armored, and they are gathered together in rows of battalion groups. They relish in their anticipation to unleash their bloodlust. But they hold their ground because of one man. That man is the lone hooded figure that is found at the back of his army. He levitates 30 feet above his men as he slowly makes his way to the front, before finally stopping at 50 feet away from the gates. He wears a black hooded robe where his identity is concealed. However, the bottom of his robes are a dozen of writhing black tendrils that are found squirming all around, surrounding his body, reeking of aura of death. He speaks. Greetings to the drows of Chamac. I believe you have an item that's rightfully belonged to me. Surrender the Orb of Regalia and your city will be spared. Comply peacefully or there will be terrible consequences. Otherwise, I'll break through your gates and my army will unleash unspeakable hell into your city, as they will slaughter any that opposes them in their path, sparing no dwarven lives. You have 1 hour to respond and make the right choice. The hooded man floats back to his army.
Wait until we got the more of them coming into
I know it's rough. Doesn't have any patience.
You come out with all the shiny gold.
That's how they make it.
We are not done yet.
That's our new weapon.
Damn it.
Suddenly, a dwarven soldier barges through the doors and runs straight into the throne room. Before stopping to kneel in front of King Uhtred Crackmore, Strelick flares in anger as he yells out, "What's the meaning of this interruption?" The dwarven soldier tries to catch his breath before he finally speaks up. My apologies, King Guardian. I bring dire news to the king. Your Majesty, the army have gathered outside the gates. King Uhtred's eye widened by the shock of the news. What? Soldier continues his report. We estimate numbers ranging from tens of thousands. Their leader, Hooded Man, demands our surrender of what he called the Orb of Regalia. And has given us an hour to respond, or they lay siege to our city. That was 30 minutes ago. As Strelick were about to leave the throne room, King Uhtred puts his hands up to stop the Great Guardian. Hold your ground, Strelick! Strelick looks hesitant and responds, But my lord, my duty as the Great Guardian. King Uhtred interrupts his words. Strelick, as my Great Guardian, I have far more important duty in hand for you. But first, King Uhtred looks at the rest of you and speaks up. It's just this very same people that you just mentioned that are seeking this accursed object. Yes.
Yes.
Then time is limited. King Uhtred gives command to the kneeling soldier. Gather all the able-bodied soldiers by the gate to prepare the oncoming assault. Have the city watch to evacuate the citizens to the hidden bunkers. Soldier acknowledges His Majesty's orders, yes, by King, and quickly runs out to the throne room. King Uhtred speaks to his Gate Guardian. Strelick, I entrust you with this duty to escort these people to use the royal escape route.
So
Ensure that they leave the city safely. Swilik bows down and says, I shall command your majesty. Before he stands up and rears over behind the throne seat, he pulls a secret lever. A hidden door found behind the throne seat will unlock, then open ajar. Swilik pushes the door wide open from the inside as he motions you to come along and says, this way, hurry!
Took the armor and
Then we follow.
We bow and say, my king, be safe.
Already he follows.
Then we follow.
Before that, he bows and says, I'm so sorry for this. We brought so much trouble to you.
Go! Go now!
He leaves.
Then we leave. Be safe, my king. We leave it to go.
Then we follow Swilik.
Best of luck to you and the wars to come.
So, we will continue this in the next.
Play ball with the Regalia.
You stop?